fact, now that I think about it, the sun, we're told, is a big gaseous ball burning in space in a vacuum. By the way, since we're on the subject of vacuums, fire, the element by which the sun exerts its energy, and I don't care if it's nuclear fission or what, it's still fire, needs what element, folks, in order to continue to burn? Oxygen.
You're not prepared. You better have your face palm.
We're living on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny sun.
Hey, I'm FTFE and welcome back to the channel that does to stupidity what Thanos did to half of the universe. Because there wasn't enough resources to go around. Instead of just, increasing the resources. Thanos was a fucking idiot. But I get it, I probably want to kill half the universe as well. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know that I have been away for a while. I have been undergoing some severe chronic pain and mental health issues, frankly. You all know I have an injury of my shoulder and I have an injury of my left knee. My left knee is so severe that the long-term plan is to lose my leg and have a prosthetic replacement. However, I have also managed to damage my right knee so much that I now require surgery on that. And as I'm still wearing these, you can see I am suffering from extremely bad tendonitis in both of my arms. I am only one person, and the amount of pain has been too much for me to cope, so I switched off for a little while. And that meant that I didn't put any content, and for that I am sorry, but do not worry, the content is coming. Today I am debating the Truthers Hour of Comedy, THC, High Vibrations channel, about the shape of the Earth. Well, they don't say it's a debate, they say it's a discussion that they're willing to listen. However, they are also absolutely convinced the Earth is not a globe, so don't know how willing they really are. And then tomorrow I will be starting Mindshock Mondays, where every Monday we will go over one video by Mindshock, because, I hate everybody and want to punish you with stupid. Tuesday, I am debating on Jerenism's channel against a sovereign citizen / flat earther in a new format Jeren has, which is kind of like speed chess, where you have a clock. We both have 30 minutes to talk, and every time we speak, our clock starts counting down, so that's going to be a clusterfuck. Then on Thursday, I am on Modern Day Debates, debating Nathan Erickson, otherwise known as Pitch Cullen, which you probably saw MC Toon debate, and that's going to be very interesting. I'm also in the process of recording and editing a new series of Flerfs Are Idiots, which will be launching on the 5th of April. Oh yes, it's all coming. I'm sorry I've been away, but I'm back, and here's the thing. There's always going to be stupid. So I will always be here to punish you with the stupid. And Donald Trump's 116 indictments, been a moment for 46 months, gives a bunch of fire emojis. And then Stringer News 1 for $2. Thank Titicaca, it's FTFE day finally. I am back. Thank you for the support that you always give me, guys, and I hope you enjoyed today's show. The link to the channel that I am debating and the person I'm debating, or the couple of people I'm debating, is in the description. One of them's name is Mike. I'm not really sure of the other one. We'll figure that out. But why don't we go over and join the fun? Thank you, everyone, for being here. I love you all. Oh, it looks like they're still doing their intros, so that's all good. Right. Yeah, I do just want to say massive thanks to everybody for being here. And for the constant messages of support and encouragement that I've been getting. I really do appreciate it. Your love and encouragement will keep me coming back forever. I may have to go away sometimes because I am in pain, frankly. And I'm going to have surgery on my right knee, which is going to probably mean I'll do some streams from hospital or something. But, you know, I'll always come back. I promise. Sarah Jones, member for 18 months, says, all the best, FTFE. My mum just had her hip replaced and I'm sure such a useless career at the moment. And I'm such a useless carer at the moment, but trying. Sarah, the fact that you are trying is amazing. Good on you. It's a Rubik, $2. Here's some NASA hush money. You know why. Shh. Can you just do that through private channels, please? Thanks. Stringer News 1, gifted 20 memberships. Stringer. Oh, my boy. Oh, 20 FTFE memberships. That's 10% of what is watching right now at this moment. So I love it. Thank you very much. Right. Let me unmute that side. Here's some groovy beats. Yeah, so it's not... they don't describe this as a debate, or Mike isn't describing this as a debate. He says he's willing to listen, willing to learn. Says he doesn't know everything and admits that he doesn't know everything. But is also absolutely convinced 100% that the Earth is not a globe. So I think today's show will basically be me kind of explaining very basic physics and science to people that are, you know, ignorant of it. And I don't mean ignorant as an insult, but that's why they're flat earthers, right? Mark Godin, member for 8 months, says, we'll always be here for you. Always put yourself first. Happy to see your face. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're lying. You're happy to see this? Jorg Kruger, €5. This is your first super chat, Jorg. Thank you very much. Says, don't lie to us. We know you hadn't time because you were at the Green Lantern. I am definitely not a Green Lantern. I don't know where you would get the idea that I am in fact a Green Lantern, as he desperately searches for his Green Lantern avatar to show you. Yeah, if I was a Green Lantern, then there would be proof of me being a Green Lantern, like some kind of picture of me as a Green Lantern. Oh, shit. Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah. Whoops, sorry. MB member for 11 months says, glad to have you back. We'll always wait for you whenever you're ready. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. You know that. Right. Let me unmute myself on their side. Ready when you are. Let's have a look at the chat there.
And he's back.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Got another episode of High Vibrations. I think you know by the title. We got Craig McNeil, aka Fight the Flat Earth, in the house. It's been a long time coming. We've been talking for a few months now, trying to get something together, trying to get a debate, an episode, a talk, an argument, what have you. So tonight, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it hot and heavy and get deep. Let's find out why we flat earthers have jumped off the edge. Craig's here to show us with empirical proof why the globe is a sphere and not flat. So without further ado, let's bring in the co-host, my main man, Matt. Been
what up?
Since the beginning. What's up, man?
Coming to you guys live from Tampa as always. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's dive deep.
Well, We got a big episode tonight, I think. I've been looking forward to this. I'm really excited because, of course, I don't know everything, right? I know that we've been lied to. I know that pseudoscience is a tool that a lot of people like to use as facts. But I'm looking for the truth. I'm about the truth. And even if I'm wrong, I just want to find out the truth. So let's bring in Craig, Fight the Flat Earth. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Craig.
Hello.
How's it going?
How are you doing? Thank you for having me on. My name is Craig. I run the YouTube channel FTFE, where I teach people real physics and real science regarding the Earth's shape and rotation and things of that nature. I enjoy conversations with people that think opposite to me. I very much enjoy teaching physics and helping people understand basic principles. And I hope today that I can clear a bunch of stuff up for you. But yeah, thank you very much for having me on. And let's get into this.
Yes, sir. Let's start this intro video. And right after that, we will get into it. Thanks for joining us, chat.
Platonic Cuddler has been a member for 25 months. Says, sorry we keep making faulty clones. Blame Karen. Fucking Karen.
Full of mystery and endless surprise. We see.
I don't know if this music is copyrighted or not, so I'm gonna mute it while they're doing that. Because you know what YouTube's like. They do like that. Shush, Charles. You know that's true. Dave, I see the sarcasm there. Tim Tully, member for 31 months, says, I missed you, but take all the time you need. Thanks, Tim. I missed you too. MB, member for 11 months, says, glad to have you back. We'll always wait whenever you're ready. Gary IOW, member for 15 months, says, this should be a laugh. A laugh. It's a Rubik's $5. I can't decide whether high vibrations got too high or not high enough to come to the conclusion that the Earth is flat. Popperasian, $5. Hi Craig, thanks as always for the content. Weed and Flerfs make for a great grad school break. Feel better. When is Sovereign Citizen again? That's on Tuesday on Jaronism's channel. And thank you very much for your first super chat, my friend. Gerald Kruger, €2. FTFE, don't be too harsh to them. I'll do my best. Dave McKeegan, £5. I can tell this is going to be a very scientific discussion. Hashtag sarcasm.
Now, there's only a couple people over here on my channel, so for those of you over on Craig's channel, you can find me on YouTube at Truthers Hour of Comedy or hashtag THC Show.
Link to that should be in my description.
At Mike LaBrash. Let's get into it.
Whoop,
All
whoop.
right.
Let's get going.
So just a quick message to my side. Any super chats or questions I'll get to at the end. Maybe we can have a bit of a Q&A. So I will, if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to send super chats and messages. Obviously, super chats take priority for questions being answered. But I'll get to as much as I can. Thank you very much for your support, guys.
All right. So first, I do want to talk about the fact that, you know, you and I are not some sworn enemies or anything. We've had some friendly banter back and forth, and it's been a pleasant discussion so far.
Yeah, I haven't found
like
your location yet, so I haven't managed to send in the NASA hit squad.
We'll hope to avoid that. So I just want to say that, you know, within all this is not an attack on you. This is not an attack on the community or anything like that, or to say that my side is right or your side is wrong. This is clearly just to allow you to give us your side of things and to show me why I might be misled. Who's, you know, to say that I'm right or you're right or anybody's right. We're all in this to find the truth. We're very tiny individuals on this realm, and I just want to figure out what's going on. So yeah, let's get into it. What do you want to talk about first, Craig?
Well, I figured the best way to do this was you ask me questions and I'll do my best to answer. You know, I've got evidence for all the things that I say. Regarding Earth's rotation and Earth's shape and measurements of them and what gravity is and how we can empirically verify gravity. You know, I've done this hundreds of times and I've got all the evidence available. So I figured the best way to do it would be for you to bring up things, and I will do my best to answer any questions that you have. I figure that's the best way to avoid it being an actual debate, really, is for us to just have a back and forward conversation. Now, from my point of view, you know, I understand physics, and I enjoy explaining why people are. I don't want to say I like explaining why people are wrong, but I like to help people understand things in a much clearer way. And I'm in no way calling you or your co-host stupid, Mike, but you have to understand that not everyone knows everything. And I studied physics, and I'm sure from our conversations you would have told me if you also had a degree in physics. There's certain things that I'm going to understand based on the knowledge and the things that I have studied. And I just hope that you'll give me the opportunity to explain those in the best way that I can, and not just dismiss the explanations that I have. Does that sound fair?
1000%. And that's why you're here, is to explain your side of things while we focus on the fact that pseudoscience is not something I'm going to accept or anybody should accept. Making claims and saying that I have the math to prove a hypothesis or a theory doesn't explain things in the observable reality 100% of the time. And I think through our conversation, we found that there are things that you might think you know, or I think that I might know, that we don't truly have factual, empirical evidence on. Now, what I want to see from you is what experiments you've done, what experiments maybe your cohorts have done, maybe something that you can go on with physical evidence to prove what we're asking.
Okay. So when you're saying pseudoscience, what are you going to accept as not being pseudoscience? If I bring up an experiment,
It's going to be situational, clearly. I mean,
you know, how do you define pseudoscience? Is I guess the question.
But as I'm explaining now, making claims without the observable physical presence of material tools and clearly experiments. What we would consider, even in science, you have a clear definition of what an experiment is and how you collect data and how you go about finding proof of something. There is a scientific method.
Well, there isn't a scientific method. There's several scientific methods depending on the circumstances.
It is
well,
clearly...
it kind of is. That's the thing. There isn't just one set scientific method. Science is something that consists of many different principles, many different aspects, and the different aspects of science require a different application of the scientific method. Not everything is the clear-cut 5 steps that you learn in high school. Different industries and different aspects of science need to apply it in different ways.
Yes.
So, for me personally, I don't just believe what I'm told, right? And I don't like it when flat earthers come to me and just say, "Oh, well, you just believe you've just got NASA. NASA tell you this, you believe it." No, I mean, NASA really have no bearing on what I believe or what I hold my position on. They just confirm what I have tested myself. We're told that the Earth is a globe, and we're taught that the Earth is a globe. I didn't just accept that. I wanted to test it, and that's why I decided to study physics. And during my physics degree, one of the things that you do, in fact, every single person, at least in the UK and the US, that gets a degree in physics, every undergrad doing their course will measure the Earth's rotation. It's literally part of your course to design an experiment, or to at least have an iteration of an experiment that already exists, to perform the experiment and use the correct variables and make predictions in the correct way. So I know that the Earth is rotating because I personally measured the rotation of the Earth using
so let's stop right there.
Experiment.
Let's stop right there. Hold on.
What experiment did you use?
Well, wait. Let's stop right there. Now, I've heard many of your debates, and one of the words that you're very familiar with, correct, is incredulity.
Yeah.
You want to give your definition. You want to give your definition of why you use that word so often and why you think people are being incredulous. Because credulity is something that I think is part of the globe belief, perhaps, is the readiness or willingness to believe, especially on slight or uncertain evidence or lack thereof.
So the reason if I could just respond to that. So the reason that I say people are incredulous, is because a lot of the responses I get is simply, well, I don't believe that. And that is literally personal incredulity. That's what it is.
But is what you're saying based on something you believe as well? That can just be thrown out in the air. This is what the
I don't just have beliefs.
And hypothesis.
Yeah, I base my position purely on empirical evidence and logic. All right, I try to avoid saying I have a belief. I understand that belief is, and knowledge are intertwined very philosophically, but I base my position on what can be shown empirically and tested, and then the logic that you follow on from that. So when I say to somebody, well, all you have is personal incredulity, that's because they literally just say to me, well, I don't believe that. Well, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you don't believe that that's how the physics works. Your incredulity around that subject matter is irrelevant to what physics actually describes. So that's why I say that. Does that help?
It does. And so on my side of things, the credulity part would be that people have a tendency, and this goes hand in hand with being gullible, the tendency to believe something that someone else said based on what they've said instead of evidence of what they've said. So when somebody says, oh, you're just, hold on, I gave you your chance. And when somebody says, oh, I don't believe that, you're just spouting off of what NASA said. Some of what you are saying is based on the trust of another man or woman. It's not based on what you came up with. It's not based on an experiment you did. You're clearly repeating something from another document or article or someone else's findings or a group of people's findings. Go ahead, Matt. Well, did you have something to say?
I was just going to say...
somebody's speakers. Is that you, Craig? Somebody's speakers is a little too loud. Is that you, Matt? Just turn your speakers down.
I don't know. Is it? Does it sound like it's coming through crazy on my end?
Yeah. It sounds good to me on my side. My chat, if there's any issues with audio, just let me know. Right, so just as a quick response to that, I only base what I say on physics and what physics describes to be true. And that's not necessarily what another person has said. Physics is just physics. It just works. It describes the universe. I can use physics to, if you want to accelerate a car and go over a jump, I can use physics to tell you, based on the weight of that car and the speed you're going and the angle of the jump, how far you will go with the trajectory. So physics is physics. So I don't base my position on what people have said. I base my position on what physics will describe and what we can empirically test around physics.
Can disprove cosmology. Those exact physics are what the flat
that's
Earth
what I would thoroughly disagree with. And that's where the problem comes from, not understanding the basics of the physics. And then from not understanding the basics of the physics, you think that you disprove the globe.
No, we're talking about intelligent people who understand very clearly the physics, and we're using the math. In an equation with the physics involved, the cosmology would not equate.
But with all due respects, there is no flat earther that understands the physics. At least none in the 863 debates that I've had. There isn't a single flat earther that is able to steelman the positions of the globe and understand and explain the physics around it. And that is the root of the problem.
Well, I think what Mike was trying to say is that at some point you're going to end up I've heard you talk about on some of your other shows about surveying and things like that. At some point you are trusting that this surveyor, this expert's data is correct, and that he went through all the right methods, he did all the right math, and that his result is factual at this point. That takes a certain degree of you trusting the credibility of that expert or that surveyor or whatever he did to measure that you're using his data from. Because you yourself, you didn't go survey the land. You yourself didn't go up in a balloon and measure the
light. I have confirmed their findings.
Give him a chance, Craig. Give him a chance. I don't want to start muting anybody, but let's give each other a chance. A minute and a half of we're talking. That's fine, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't just believe it. Sorry, I apologize. I thought you'd finished there.
No, go ahead.
I don't just take one person's word for it. I will cite a specific surveying document and the results of it, but the thing is, it's never just one. I can cite hundreds and hundreds of surveying documents that all say the same thing, that all garner the same results. And then I can equate that to my personal experiences of testing the distances around the globe to see if they match the globe predictions. So I haven't personally done surveying because I don't know how to do surveying. I'm not a surveyor. But I have personally tested if the distances on the globe are correct, and that just happens to match what the surveyors say. So I feel like I am absolutely correct in citing a surveyor's results when I can back it up with multiple things that say the same thing.
Any insight as to why it was the Earth has never been, if the Earth is a globe, why it was never surveyed or circumnavigated, north to south or south to north?
It has been circumnavigated north to south several
Really?
more than several times. And people, I don't know why flat earthers constantly say that it hasn't. It was actually live streamed by a team called One More Orbit, where they literally flew north to south and live streamed the entire thing. It's been circumnavigated north to south by many boats.
You're talking about like a satellite or something like that.
No. One More Orbit isn't a satellite. One More Orbit is a plane. It's a group that literally flew north to south and live streamed the entire thing. They circumnavigated the Earth north to south and live streamed the entire thing. And flat earthers constantly say it's never been done, but there's mountains of evidence of it being done that is just dismissed.
Well, it's probably mountains of videos that people have made, but we can all agree that videos are pretty easily manipulated and created. I mean, just watch the latest Marvel movie and they make impossible shit reality right in front of your eyes, right on a video.
Marvel CGI is rubbish, dude. Come on. Did you see She-Hulk?
I mean, just saying. Well, so is NASA's, but a lot of people buy that bullshit too.
You think that's fake? That's the thing. But here's the thing: it's not just based on.
You don't have to say that every time, Craig. We know you disagree.
It's not just based on like what video of what people have said. There's GPS tracking data of, say, the One More Orbit thing the whole time, and it wasn't just a video. And like I said, it was live streamed. Live there, you could watch the entire thing. And the circumnavigation of the Earth north to south is something that has been accomplished many times. So when any flat earther says it hasn't been done, they're just wrong.
Just because there's a video of somebody supposedly live streaming, and that's still, again, you got to believe, you're believing these people did that. And
well, it's not just the one thing.
It's a good point. Let me say, what's the credibility of these people that supposedly did this?
Let me say,
but it matches all the other things. It's not just that one thing, right?
I don't want to mute anybody. Hold on. Listen, that brings me to a very great point. Do I believe that Mount Everest is a real place? That's a belief, because I've never been there. I've never touched it. I've never traveled there. And no matter how many videos or mountain climbers or people you show me going there, doesn't make it necessarily fact for me. I can believe in another man that he went and that it exists and that it's true and there's plenty of pictures of it. But I didn't go. I didn't touch it. This is called personal firsthand evidence versus secondary or even third-party evidence. So when we talk about our belief system and whether or not we have physical firsthand evidence, that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for as a truther. I'm looking for the physical firsthand evidence. I bought a camera. I bought lasers. I've got levels. I've got tools. I can go out and buy the $600 laser if I want. I'm going to go and do the experiments myself. And that's going to be the only empirical evidence that I need to prove it to myself, while also discussing and learning how light refracts and how, as you discussed, I definitely want to get into Snell's law and Fermat's principle.
Yeah, the problem is you got to use the right tool for the right job, and frankly, a laser is not the right tool for determining flatness over large distances.
I'm doing a local experiment. I'm doing a small experiment. I'm not doing a 1,000-mile experiment. I'm doing a 9-mile experiment.
Yeah, even over 12 miles. A laser is not the right tool for doing that, because a laser is affected by refractive conditions. A laser is never going to be flat over a long distance.
Let's talk about that real quick. What refractive conditions is my laser going to be affected by over a 12-mile period?
The refractive conditions of the atmosphere.
Is that the only one?
Well, that's the only medium it's going through.
Correct. That is the only medium that it's going through. And it has a unit. And it has a given unit.
Sorry, both of you were talking at the same time there. I didn't hear what you said.
I know. So it has a given unit, that atmosphere, right?
What do you mean a given unit?
If we're going to put an equation together to say how much the light refracts or the degree that it refracts, correct?
Yeah, we've done that. We've mapped it all out. We've tested it. We've simulated it. We know exactly how the refractive conditions of the atmosphere affect light based on the temperature and pressure and density of the atmospheric.
And what did you come up with? Is it the exact curve of the Earth?
No, not always. That's why sometimes you can see further than others, because refractive conditions change all of the time. There is times when the radius of the curvature of the light will match the radius of the curve of the Earth. And that will be, and that will. Hold on, let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying there. So if and this is not all the time. In fact, it's quite rare. But if the radius of the curvature of the light due to refractive conditions matches the radius of the Earth, that's when you can see the furthest, because the light is following the curve of the Earth. But that doesn't happen all of the time.
When the conditions match, is what you're saying, because there's multiple times during different variations of media.
Yeah, that's when you would see the absolute furthest. Not there. You can see further than the physical geometry would suggest under many conditions, but the point in which you would see the furthest would be when the radius of the curvature of the light matches the radius of the Earth.
The point I'm making is that. Yeah. The point I'm making is that Snell's law has no place. It has no place when it's through one medium.
What do you mean it has no place?
Requires two mediums.
Yeah. Okay. So the atmosphere, because it's a gradient, right? And by a gradient, I mean the pressure at sea level around the world is 14.7 psi, and that decreases with altitude, right? And because there's a change in pressure, there's a change in temperature, there's a change in density. That means that there's going to be a change in the refractive conditions. So the medium is, let's say there's a band of 14.7 psi, but above that, there's a band of 14.6 psi. That is two different mediums.
I'm not talking about above that. I'm talking about one line of sight a foot off the surface of water.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, what you have to understand, right, is if the Earth is curved, that means that the atmosphere is also curved. So any light.
Please explain. Yes.
The atmosphere is around the Earth. So if the Earth is curved, then the atmosphere is curved, and that means the gradient. That means the gradient would also be curved. So any light shining at a tangent will be naturally traveling through a gradient. And here's the thing.
Here's the kicker.
Let me ask you a question.
I didn't get to finish my sentences before you said that, and I'm going to lose my train of thought. So when you know the change in the refractive conditions at every point, you can compute what the light will actually do. And we understand refraction. We understand how the change in temperature and density at certain points will affect the path of the light. And every single time, based on the temperatures and densities of the atmosphere, it matches what we expect to happen.
Now,
and we've simulated that.
My last question, and yes, Matt, you'll get in right after this. My last question before I let Matt ask a question, and thank you for answering. Thank you. We're doing this very gentlemanly, and I appreciate that, guys. The question is hypothetically, if we were on a flat and level plane, how is that involved? How does that change what I'm looking at? Because I already know the answer, and I already know the calculation.
So for that, I would suggest going to some works by Andrew Thomas Young, who's the world's leading expert on refractive conditions, especially atmospheric refraction conditions.
So go somewhere else and trust another guy.
Well, no, he actually computed, again, I'm not just trusting a guy, I am basing it on what physics and maths says. And Andrew Thomas Young computed, using physics and maths, what would happen when the Earth was flat. And it shows that because light naturally bends down when it's looking for a gradient, depending on the angle, it would always be.
So now we're back to light bends down naturally. It doesn't travel in a straight line.
When it's traveling through different mediums, and if it's traveling through
one medium, we're talking about 1 foot off the level. This is our little hypothesis, right? We're 1 foot off the surface of water.
Yeah. If the Earth was flat and the atmospheric gradient was completely stable and the same all the way along, and you were looking directly in line with the laser, you wouldn't really expect any deviation. But that's not how the atmosphere exists, because there is natural variations in the atmosphere as you go along.
Is that not how the atmosphere exists, or is that not how we observe it?
Well, no. Let me finish. The atmosphere is it's active. You know, there's wind, there's constant changes in temperature. If you're looking across water,
Constant
the temperature
variation.
in front,
get in here, man.
the temperature in
will,
front of you is going to be different than the temperature over the water, which means that the light is going to be going through different mediums, even in a straight line. And you need to know these things to compute the consequences of what the light should actually do. And that's what Andrew Thomas Young did.
Different wavelengths would disprove the gradient effect. You wouldn't have that
How
drop
would
with-
different wavelengths disprove the gradient effect? Because different wavelengths still are affected by refraction the same way.
Right. So you would be able to prove or disprove with different wavelengths. Using one laser wouldn't prove anything.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
using any
I have
laser,
a
you
question
would still
real quick.
have to know the refractive conditions of the medium that you are sending it through at every single point. And that's the point.
Go
That's
ahead,
why I
man.
say a laser is not the right tool. But yeah, Matt's been trying to get in, so I apologize for hogging Matt. What's your question?
Sweet.
Oh,
All right.
he's gone.
He's gone now.
Bye, Matt. Sorry.
All right. Well,
We,
if he
we
comes
did,
back, I guess.
yeah, we did ask a lot of questions about rotation and stuff, and then we kind of got off on a tangent there.
Yeah.
So I'd like to try and stick to one thing at a time.
Right.
But I did kind of want to go back to the discussion around science in general, and how science is done. Now, can you tell me how you think science is done?
What is this? What is science? I think science is done by jumping on the television and saying, "This is what we're gonna. This is our opinion. You're gonna believe it because we have white coats on."
Okay, all right.
That's
Let me
obviously what's going on.
rephrase
That's
the
what
question.
Science is. It's where the money is, man.
Let me
That's
rephrase the
what
question.
science
How should science be done?
Science should be a collective. Do you know what philosophy means? Philosophy used to be what science is. Philosophy
Right,
is
okay,
a
so-
discussion of how the world works. It is
Yeah,
not.
I mean, that's
the
not
science
really
is not
answering
a
the question.
factual thing.
Right.
You
So
want an answer. You want an answer, right?
yeah. So here's science, right? And I'm gonna kind of paraphrase Richard Feynman here, right? So in science, you make a guess about something, right?
No.
And
that's called a hypothesis.
That exactly. That's a hypothesis. Now, please let me get through without an interruption, because this is an
Okay, same
important
here.
this is
Same
an
here.
important discussion about science, right? So
You go now. I'll
the
smoke
first,
ball and
the
you
first,
go, and then when it's my turn, you
what
smoke.
Richard Feynman said, right? And Richard Feynman is an absolute authority about science. So you make a guess about something, right? But the important thing that you have to do is compute the consequences of that guess, right? And once you've computed the consequences of that guess, you compare the results of that computation to reality. And if you are not doing that,
multiple times.
if you are not
Hundreds
doing
of
that,
times.
then you are
I'll let
not
you question
doing
together, y'all.
science, right? So that's the
Matt's
important
back. Let's let
thing.
him
The
get into it.
important thing is computing the consequences of your guess, your hypothesis. If you're not
Yes.
doing that, then you're not doing science.
Right. That's
Well,
So
happens with
that's
science?
what we have to make
Anyway,
sure we
get
do
back- I need to- I
when
wanna
we
ask a
talk
question.
about science. So
Anyway,
Matt,
science
I do
means
apologize.
we'll
You had a question, so
Yeah,
please,
yeah. Going back to the laser shit, I don't know what y'all went off on a tangent. The laser thing, like I said, he's talking about you saying there's different atmospheric pressure, different heights, and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
it affects the light differently, right?
yeah.
Okay, so if I point the laser straight, it's going to be affected a certain way because of the pounds or pressure from that height, right? It's going to be different than when I hold that angle 2 inches higher, or maybe a foot higher, or I aim it directly straight up when I'm aiming it through multiple layers of atmosphere, right? All kinds of different pressures.
Of
But
course
the
it's
light
going to be
stays
different, yeah.
constant, right? Even though it's going through every single different layer of pressure, and you guys are saying that magically it lines up perfectly for what reason again? Even though
No,
you're going
nothing
through
to do with
layers
magic
of,
at all.
Pressure from the atmosphere.
Nothing magic at all. We can compute the consequences of the path of the light and compare it to reality. There's nothing magic about it. It's just physics and Fermat's principle.
Okay,
Just
so your
because
answer
it
is
happens to
principle.
match up doesn't mean that it's magic. It's just how it is. And it doesn't match up all the time. Like I said,
How it
for it to match up and to see the furthest is a
Clear
rare
everything up
occurrence.
for me with that answer. Great.
Did you accidentally share the link? A bunch of people are joining.
I mean, you're saying that you can't. It's not an accurate experiment because the laser hits the target at 1 foot off the ground because of atmospheric pressure at that level. But
Yeah,
what? I'm just saying that I want to know the differences in different heights and the different pressure levels of the atmosphere. If you did that same experiment at different heights, I want you to explain how you're saying there's differences in the atmosphere layers affecting light. So what are those effects?
It'll be a different incidence of refraction depending on the change from one density medium to the other.
What would we see? What would the effects be?
Light bending based on the refractive index.
How would we see the bending?
I've got an answer for you, Matt. Hold on one second. I've got.
No, I'm saying we're trying to get somewhere. Where's the bending at? How do we see bending? How do we prove the bending?
By computing the consequences and comparing it to reality.
And
we can test that light bends through refractive conditions. This is just something that's done. I can show you many videos of it being done on a short scale.
By experiments, Matt. What do you mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wanting him to clear it up.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what your question is.
You're saying that. How would you make that experiment accurate, where you could test like over even a short period of water with
got that right here.
the laser?
Yeah, well, the only way, right? So the way to do that experiment and to know the results are accurate is to have at every single point of that laser.
And it's gradually being bent down due to refraction, making its way into the eye of the observer. It may not look like it.
Okay.
But
guys, how come when I'm in the middle of like a sentence, I get interrupted?
Along the light path from the observer, you can see where they think the top of the target is. And that's here. And under these settings...
am I going to get to finish what I was saying? Or
about 640
Yes,
feet.
yes.
Hold on one second. Might be enough to make a target
I believe there was a video from the Flat Out group that
by the cave of the Earth or a nearby hill.
I mean, he's just saying things, but it doesn't compare to reality.
Right.
No, I'm trying to speak, guys, and you're playing stuff over me.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Why would you, while I'm in the middle of a sentence, start playing a video?
I didn't know that was actually audio through the stream. My fault.
Right. So, where were we? Right. The only way to know that a laser test is accurate 100% is to, at every point that laser is passing through, record the temperature and density of the air. And if we know that, then we will be able to compute the path of the light. We can show this with Mick West's refraction simulator. Which
would we not also need some type of memeasurement to the surface of water? We would need a level surface.
No. All we need. All we need is at the point that the light is passing through the medium, the temperature and density of that medium. That's all we need to compute. To compute the refractive conditions. We can say that from this point to this point, the light has changed. The density of the medium has changed this much. Therefore, the light path will change this much. I did have Mick West's refraction simulator on here.
I'm trying to figure out how you would make the perfect environment for that laser, so that the environment wouldn't affect it like that. If you could put it in some type of chamber.
Well, in a vacuum, the only way to make a laser or light not bend is for it to be in something without a medium that's changing. So a vacuum.
So when that laser hits that target on the other side of the body of water, it's an optical illusion.
We got this guy in the chat saying,
"What do you mean an optical illusion?"
It's not really. It doesn't prove that it's a straight line hitting the target, right? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Because you haven't.
But our eyes see that it is, so then it makes it an optical illusion to us.
Yeah, but here's the thing: our eyes just see light that has come to it, and if that light has traveled through a medium that's caused it to bend, then we're going to see where that light came from.
And this is what I mean by Snell's law and Fermat's principle. We don't see things that are curved over. And when I asked you earlier
what do you mean?
If the equation... Give me a second. When I asked you earlier if the equation would line things up to make things look level, no matter what distance you go to, it just doesn't do that. The principle doesn't do that. The principle is curved. It has an apex. It doesn't achieve level sight observably.
Well, Fermat's principle is actually about the easiest path the ray of light will take from point A to point B, and that matches. Yeah, because the atmosphere is curved. But Fermat's principle doesn't have to be curved. It's just about the fastest and easiest way that the ray of light can get from point A to point B. And that means from it, if it's going through refractive conditions in a certain way that requires the least energy for that light to travel. And
there's
if
no
that
equation that puts that line of sight into
literally, I'm in the middle of a sentence, guys.
You haven't let me finish, really.
I was responding to you, and I was in the middle of a sentence responding to you.
This is why the debate platform was set up. You know, we try to do this as best we can.
Yeah, but if I'm in the middle of an explanation sentence like that, can you please let me get to the end of it before you then interject? I'd really appreciate it.
As long as it doesn't take 5 minutes.
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes explanations take a while because not everything is simple.
If I've caught on to something that's not quite right, I'm going to point it out.
But here's the thing. You think it's not right because you haven't heard the whole thing. If you listen to the whole thing, then you may have an understanding of what I'm saying. Because you are listening to part of what I'm saying and not understanding or listening to the entire thing, you then think you have a point to interject with. But you haven't because you haven't heard my point yet. So you can't say that I'm wrong when I haven't finished my point. Please let me finish my point before you interject.
And you'll give me a chance to respond while doing the same.
Yeah, absolutely. But I need to finish my point before you interject. And so far, every time I've tried to make a point, I'll be about 40 to 60% of the way through.
You're wasting time.
And you guys start talking.
Go.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even remember what I was saying now because you interrupted me.
We're talking about refraction of light. We've been talking about it for half an hour.
Right. So we were specifically talking about Fermat's principle. And Fermat's principle is simply about the easiest path that the light will take. And if the easiest path that the light will take is due to the refractive conditions bending it a certain way, then that's what's going to happen. And we just have to look at physics.
I understand that the light is taking the easiest path, just like water or anything that's using gravity. It's going to take the easiest path. The point that I'm making is that on a flat and level plane, we see things flat and level. Fermat's principle, Snell's law, refractive light, the indice that it achieves, the exit that it achieves does not equal level. There's nothing that you're telling me why I see things in a straight line.
Well, you're just wrong about that.
Now, let me finish.
I apologize. I thought you'd finished. I apologize. I thought you'd finished.
I did grab a breath there, but when I see a building that's over a mile away, 2 miles away, 3 miles away, and I can see the base of the building while I'm at sea level, a 6-foot man under the constraints of the globe calculations cannot see past 3 miles of the achieved horizon, right?
And
the apparent horizon.
Unless the refractive conditions allow for it, which you keep saying, oh, it can't be that, but you're just wrong.
I didn't say that. I said what happens is the line of sight that I'm looking at is flat. I want you to explain how
here's
it becomes
the thing.
flat.
It appears flat because the radius of the curvature of the light is
the equation does make it flat.
Literally, guys, I just let you speak for ages, and I was in the middle of responding. I got like 3 or 4 words in, and you interrupt me. Can you please let me get? Can you just let me get a cohesive thought out without an interruption? I literally just let you speak, and now I need the chance to respond without an interruption. Okay? It's very, very simple. If the radius of the curvature of the light matches the radius of the Earth, then you will be able to see far. It's as simple as that. If the light is larger, the curvature of the radius of the light is larger than the curvature of the Earth, then you're going to see even further. And it just depends on the refractive conditions. And there's nothing about Fermat's principle or Snell's law that says the refractive conditions on a globe can't make it appear that you can see further, making it appear planar. In fact, Mick West did an experiment within a tank with sugar water in.
That's not what I asked you.
It is. You said, how can it appear flat if it's curved, right? That's what you said.
No, how can my perceived observed reality be flat? How can I see in a flat straight line? I'm not seeing it curved down.
No, of course you're not seeing it curved. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. You are just seeing the light.
What equation shows me that it's putting it straight?
Fermat's principle. And again, right, here's the thing. Right, this is what you need to understand. You just see light that has come to your eyes. That's it. If that light has traveled a curved path, then you are going to see what was at the beginning of that path. You don't see the curve of the light.
The entire image sets in
my... seriously, guys, let me finish the thought, please. It's very, very hard for me to have a conversation when I am only allowed to get halfway through a thought before you interrupt. Right? I'm specifically answering your question, right? It appears flat because you see light. That if that light has traveled a curved path, you are simply going to see the point that the light came from. You don't see the curvature of the light, you just see the light and where it has come from. That's why for you it appears flat, because the light has bent and is showing you something that is at a point where you shouldn't geometrically be able to see it.
Come on, bring it. Now, when do I see it curved? What conditions do I need to see a curved light?
There's a thing called temperature inversion, which I personally saw when I went to Antarctica on one of my submarines.
Oh my God.
And that is when the refractive conditions literally flip, okay? And if you've played the game Halo, you'll know what I'm talking about, right? What it looked like to us, looking out at the sea and the ice beyond, was as though it was curving up and away from us, into the sky. That's what it looked like.
That's a great story.
And I'm not the only one that has seen that. There's many people that can have reported seeing that conditions. It's temperature inversions of light, and it can make things do different things.
No storm has ever showed up to make me see upward and make me think the Earth is curving upward. Nothing.
Have you been to Antarctica?
Shown me anything but flat and level.
Yeah,
we're not allowed to go. We want to start a GoFundMe for it, but shit, they'll never let us go to Antarctica.
There's nothing that will ever stop you going to Antarctica. I know for a fact that you've not read the Antarctic Treaty. I have page to page, and there is nothing in there at all that says you can't go to Antarctica. Nothing.
Oh, we can go to the edge of the peninsula there.
No, you can go in. You can go right across Antarctica. You can go to the center. No one's going to stop you.
If I got 125 grand, I can take a plane to the South Pole, or at least what they tell me is the South Pole, maybe right at the edge of the peninsula, but they're not taking you anywhere inland in Antarctica.
Here's the thing.
And you're not allowed
to
explore.
Go. You can go. You don't have to have a guide with you. You can go and explore wherever you want in Antarctica. No one is going to stop you. Yes, it is. No, absolutely 100% true.
Stop the madness.
It's 100% true. Here's the thing. No one's tried and been stopped. No, you are allowed to go to Antarctica.
We have evidence of it. We have a guy in the community that definitely got stopped.
No, you don't.
Are you crazy?
No, you don't.
Dude,
there is no one that is.
A friend does marathons, and they did a marathon in Antarctica, and it took him 3 years to get permission. They escorted him to the little, very small strip where they did, probably on the very edge of the peninsula, where they did a little 5K run over there and filmed it.
Yeah, again, there is nothing in the Antarctic Treaty, nothing at all, that says you cannot go and freely explore Antarctica.
It definitely says that it can only be used for scientific and military purposes.
No, it doesn't.
You're wrong. Yes, it does. I've read it too.
You've read every single bit of the Antarctic Treaty.
Not every single page. It's on
the first page. I've read every single page, and there is nothing in there that says you cannot freely explore Antarctica. Nothing. Not one single thing. And there is people that do it all of the time.
Is that the real Brian? Brian's
probably pull up a YouTube video where somebody shows you the page that it's on.
Well, no, I'm actually in the middle of translating it into Klingon for a friend.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I've studied it quite extensively, and there is nothing at all anywhere in the Antarctic Treaty that says you cannot go and freely explore Antarctica. And it's done all the time. In fact, recently, no, you don't have to get permission
to the controlled areas.
No, you don't have to get permission. No one's going to stop you if you don't get permission. That's the thing.
Why are these boats turned away at the 60th parallel whenever they try to travel?
They aren't. That doesn't happen.
There's videos, many videos.
No, there's not. The only video that is claimed to be of that, which was on the second documentary by Dearth and that, where they showed a boat that got turned away, right? But it turns out that wasn't anywhere. That wasn't anywhere near that wasn't anywhere near the 60th parallel, and that was actually being turned away by Argentinian military because they were literally going into an active war zone part, and they were like, "You don't go here because you will get blown up." But they were nowhere near the 60th parallel, and they were certainly not stopped going over the 60th parallel.
Guys that were showing you that, hey, we're getting this warship pulling up on us, and then they hailed them over the radio and told them they were in a restricted area and they had to vacate immediately.
Yeah, but it wasn't anywhere near the 60th parallel. They were in a restricted area because they were in a part of the waters that were being used for war games at the time.
What about the reporter that was on the plane and wanted to see if he could freely go to the 60th parallel, and then he was met with the Air Force squadron that made him turn around?
When did that
It's
happen?
happened before. It's documented, Craig. You're not going to sit here and say that
there's literally no videos of anyone being turned away from the 60th parallel. It doesn't happen.
I've seen them too. That's total bullshit.
No,
I don't even know. You know what?
Could you show me one then? Are you able to show me one? Because they don't exist. All right. Every single time, every single time I've asked for evidence of this. Every single time I've asked for evidence of this to see that somebody has been turned away from passing the 60th parallel, it doesn't hold up to scrutiny.
Let's move on to the next subject. I want to talk about space.
I think we should play one of those videos and get his commentary on it.
Yeah, I would love to, because they will not show someone being turned away from the 60th parallel. I guarantee it. Doesn't happen.
Video, but we have some other ones that are flat Earth proof videos from Flat Out Truth, and I would like to see your commentary on.
I mean, Flat Out Truth doesn't understand a bunch of things. Here's the thing, right? What you're doing is you're basing all your position on what Flat Out Truth has said. How do you know that Flat Out Truth knows anything about anything?
We don't have 12 hours to play every single.
Our views can align, though. I mean, even if he did.
Right. Anyway,
Listen, I want to play.
Give me 1 second.
Let's
right?
take a break. Everybody smoke a fucking bong.
I need to go and grab a drink. Right. I'm going to be back in 2 seconds. I'm going to put an ad on my side, and I'm going to go and grab a drink.
Good. Go do that.
We love you, Craig. You're awesome, bro.
Globy.
Dude, it's awesome though.
No, this is good. I mean, this is what we need to do. You know, this is good.
Dude, the Flat Out Truth guy has the video of where he literally breaks down how you cannot go to Antarctica, and he shows the 2 videos of the guy in the plane, the reporter. He's got the video on him. He's like, let's see if we can actually fly to the 60th parallel.
Ships disappear from the hull up as they go off over the horizon. You may have heard people claiming that roads and rows of pylons appearing to bend down towards the horizon in the distance are also proof of curvature. And of course, we all know that sunsets are supposed to be because the Earth is turning and we are watching the sun go down behind a curve. However, it can be easily demonstrated that these assumptions are merely descriptions to fit the narrative that we are on a spinning ball Earth, when in fact all of these observations can be made over a flat surface across a very short distance, which is what we'll see here, looking along this road on top of a dam. This is a straight.
Oh God, is he playing Phuket World?
The top
Jesus.
of the dam, and then the road goes around the reservoir.
He's actually playing Phuket World, isn't he?
From Google Earth, I measured the distance from where I was stood with the camera to where it starts to turn off around the rest of the lake, and we got 650 meters, so just over half a kilometer, not very far at all. So by putting the camera on the ground, we get a similar perspective to that of someone standing on the shore watching a ship go off into the distance across the sea. Keeping in mind that while any surface in nature
I can't believe that he's using Phuket World. This is hilarious.
It will always be rugged and never completely smooth like an artificial surface. So first off, we can see this optical phenomenon going on with the railings,
refraction exists.
Which is exactly the same as what is seen in photographs of the causeway and the power lines going across Lake Pontchartrain in the United States, with the claim that this is proof of curvature.
You there, guys?
When in fact we can see exactly the same thing happening here with these railings. We are below the railings and they appear to bend down towards this band of convergence. The yellow line is the camera's eye level, and the camera's
guys, you there?
level now, so we can see that there is this band of convergence above
Jesus.
what appears to...
Mute that nonsense. Guys, I've updated the link for these guys' channel in the chat, by the way, just so you know. 25 watching on their side. hopefully they'll be back in a minute instead of just playing a Phuket World video. Oh, guys, you there?
Line shows where the surface.
Nope, you're still playing Phuket World. Yeah, Rumpus, that's what I've been trying to explain. It doesn't matter the shape of the path of the light. You're just seeing where the light has come from. You know, the light could be super wiggly. It doesn't matter. You're not seeing that. You're just seeing the light hitting your eye. It's... Yeah, of course you get refraction on the Flerf. I was just trying to explain. You go to Andrew Thomas Young. He's actually computed the consequences of refraction on the flat Earth. Midnight Smoke says, these guys are full of BS. All the evidence comes from other people, but they won't take stuff you've done yourself. Yeah. Riker, what is it? Shush that noise, you. Right, let's see if they're there.
And as we lift
guys, you there?
Up again,
Finish playing Phuket World?
The mirroring receipt.
Oh. Hey, Joe Black, I'm doing a lot better, thank you. Riker, come. Come on, come here. No? You're just going to stare at me? Alright then. Riker doesn't want love right now, I guess.
Surface.
Hello, Mike and Matt, are you there?
Get swallowed up in this band. As this cyclist rides off into the distance across this flat surface.
Nope, still not there. Just not wanting to talk to me, I guess. I don't know. Right, I wanted to bring up Mick West's refraction simulator for them. I thought I had it here, but I guess I deleted it. Right. Wow, bunch of super chats already, guys. Thank you very much. Copper in Quarter, member for 8 months, says FTFE will without a doubt annihilate this closet Flerf. He's not a closet Flerf, he's a straight up Flerf.
As he gets further away, there'll be this kind of separation of the two, and we are left with just this top half.
Oh, we can see their chat. It's lovely.
Floating above this band of convergence.
They just want to play a Phuket World video for some reason. Riker, what is it? Shush, boy. I'm sure they'll be back in a minute. Monochromatic light source for £2 says geostatic winds can't occur on a flat Earth. Why? Well, because magic isn't a thing, mainly. Dave McKeegan, £5. What experiments for the globe? You're just trusting someone else. How many experiments have been done for flat Earth, and how many Flerfs are they about to parrot? Marcus Wynn, £10, says they literally trust the word of another man when it comes to the Bible. That is Flerfs in general, yeah. Riker. Right, you need to go out, buddy. Come on. Noisy little puppy. Let's see if they're ready yet.
Waterline.
Mike, Matt, we there?
Your true horizon line. And as the
oh god, he's playing Pig Slapper Oink. What the hell? Hey Robert Gasman, how you doing? I'm doing much better, thank you. Rachbot, $2 Australian. I love you too, hun, thank you. Dave McKeegan, £2. Craig must be CGI. Is this live stream real? I know, because you can just CGI live streams. You just believe that I'm live streaming. It's just the words of another man, isn't it? Luke Firewalker, member for 34 months. The question of this stream, is reality somewhere? Mr. E-Man gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, my friend. Bill Tetley, member for 7 months, says, ah, man alive, want to slap the stupid clean out these 2 Flerf turds. Monochromatic life source, £5. So why do pilots use SPS of 1013 MB to set flight levels every day? QNH varies every day. What causes flight levels to change? Marek Zayant, member, welcome back to Scrappers, my friend. Hello. Dave McKeegan, £5. Seems the next episode of Flerfs Are Idiots has arrived early. Vic from Canada, $6.99 says, if it isn't my old friend Mr. McCraig with a leg for an arm and an arm for a leg, check your emails. I may have sent some saucy your way. I don't want to see that. Thank you. Dave D, member for 3 months, says they're not even listening. No, that's generally how it goes. Let's see if they're there.
Back around the sun.
Mike, Matt, are we there?
It looks like a black hole. And all the light is in the
I guess they just are going to play some flat earth videos for a bit. They'll be back soon, I'm sure. Joe Kruger, €5. They don't want to debate. They only want to derp about the flat earth. Of course they do. They're not going to listen to anything that I say. Joel Kruger, €5. George Kruger, sorry. They don't want to debate. I just read that one. Lord Luminous Pooh, $5. What can exist in both the Arctic and Antarctic has manic depression and sexual desire for both male and female. A bipolar bear. Get out. CJ Lamarux, £2 says, like the vulture from old Looney Tunes. Nope. Monochromatic Light Source, £2. Have a drink. My treat fight. Thank you very much. George Kruger, €2. Can Riker the Riker maneuver? Yeah, he's getting pretty good at that, actually. Dib Dub, member for 10 months, says, FTFE, great job as always. What is that juice? This is the blood and tears of flat earthers. Keeps me young. Stephen Jarvis, £2. Greg, I hope you're getting paid for this. I wish. Fucking wish. Ryan, member for 1 month, says, I purchased a new camera to make Flerfs butt hurt. You don't need to that because they always are. Monochromatic Light Source, £2. Riker does the Kessel run in under 12 parsecs. Lovebot, who I programmed terribly, has been a member for 27 months, is glad to see you feeling better and not crying. Who says I'm not crying? I'm not crying. You're crying. Mark Zench, $5 PlayStation Network dollars with no message. Thank you very much. Right. Let me see if they're there yet. Look at the chat in there. Listen to a man with a 5-year-old's haircut. Yeah, right. What the fuck's wrong with my haircut? This is just how my hair goes. Mr. Super Sidewinder on their side says, ain't no curve, ain't... They got 1 minute left. Mr. Super Sidewinder says, Craig is hard to listen to because he's heavily indoctrinated, like you are art. You mean educated? There's a difference. Apparently, infrared cuts out refraction. No, it fucking doesn't. That's a lie. Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, who I'm debating on Tuesday, says you're interjecting bullshit into your explanations. Like, no, it's physics, not bullshit. Right, they got 1 minute and they'll be back. Oh, guys, thank you for all the super chats. Where are we? OG Yeti, $5. Just start making a point and they'll be back as fast to interrupt you. That's if you want them back. Yeah, can we start getting an interruption count, please, in the chat, guys? What do you reckon? George Kruger, £2. €2. Did they leave the room and can't find the way back? Oh, I guess I should have a quick toke on my bong, eh? Oh, there we go. Hello.
So, what do you think, Greg? What do you think? What do you have to say about that one?
About what? Sorry, I had you guys muted there because I didn't want to get copyrighted for Phuket World's video. What was the question?
It's going to be mirrored image. What do you have to say about that on a flat and level plane? How something appears to be, let me finish, how something appears to be going over an apparent horizon when convergence is what's causing things to disappear in our vision, even with telescopic aid.
Yeah, that was still some refractive conditions there we could see in Phuket's Word video, right? You could clearly see there was refraction going on.
Uh-huh. Yes, refraction going on. That doesn't explain the disappearance at convergence.
It perfectly explains it. I don't know how you would say it doesn't explain it.
Hold on. Yeah, like I said earlier, it's bringing everything into a level field. The apparent horizon never changed. It never curved up. It never curved down. It's always level. It's always straight.
Oh, you mean actually looking at the horizon being straight?
Sure. Well, not left to right, straight ahead. It never goes down. It never goes up. This is what I'm talking about. When you say refraction,
what do you mean it would
the sun disappear into convergence? Go ahead.
What do you mean it never goes up and never goes down? You just see the horizon. This is the thing. You don't see the curve of the light. You just see the light hitting your eyes. You don't see the path that it's traveled.
You said earlier that at the very beginning, like that's not going to happen. If something is curved away,
again,
it's
I was
not
in the middle
imaginarily
of saying something.
Become straight and level again.
Right. Again, it's not imaginary. It's a result of the refractive conditions. It's simple. Because the light is traveling through a curved medium that has a gradient, it can align with the curvature of the Earth, making it appear flat. That's it. You don't see the curve of the light. You simply see the light that is hitting your eyes, which has the information of the thing that it reflected off to come to you. You don't see the path it's traveled. It's as simple as that.
As you said earlier,
you don't see the path the light has traveled. You just see the light hitting your eyes. That's it. And if you know the refractive conditions, you can calculate the path of the light, and it always matches up with reality.
You know there's something going on here. You know.
Well, no, I was trying to finish my thought before you interrupted me. That was all.
You repeated yourself in multiple ways. That refraction is causing the light to look level.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you just go, well, it doesn't, then that's just personal incredulity.
I didn't say that. I said explain to me a situation where the light would look curved. If it can make
and
it
I
look
have done
level,
several times.
It can also go the other way.
No. Again, light doesn't look curved. This is what you're not understanding. You don't see the light. You don't see the path the light. No. Here's the thing. Hold on. You not let me finish. You don't see the path the light has traveled. That's it. You're never gonna see the light. Oh my God! Literally in the middle of saying words, dude. Literally in the middle of saying words. Let me finish my thought. I wasn't repeating myself. I was trying to finish a thought. Do me the respect of at least letting me finish a single thought. Currently, since you've got back, what we're saying in the chat, that's 8 times I've been interrupted. Just pointing that out. All right. They seem to be counting it in my chat now. So again, you don't see the path the light has traveled. It's as simple as that. You see the light hitting your eyes. That's it. That can make the horizon appear further away or closer. But the reason you see a horizon is because it's an effect of the curvature of the Earth.
That can make the horizon appear closer?
Even in videos?
What?
Yes.
Guys, is that the same effect duplicated when you're looking through your eyes at a video? That's because you say that, different mediums affect the way it appears, but how do you explain, the horizon being level in a video at 120,000 miles or 120 miles up in the air?
Because the
camera,
you're not
looking at it directly, you're looking at it through a medium, a video medium, and the video medium is projecting the horizon at the eye level you're looking at in the video.
Or at least
at the perspective.
Maybe 15 minutes, chat.
Sorry, what do you mean? The camera that recorded that was still looking through a medium.
Yeah, the camera is a medium at this point. It's another medium that still gives the same effect as you're saying is displayed to your eyes, right?
Yes. So if a camera has recorded something, that's just the light hitting the camera, and again, that light would have traveled through a path.
A camera, respectively, is an eyeball.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't see your point.
Wouldn't it appear possibly different than it would from our naked eyes viewpoint?
Other than
that depends on the type of lens uses. In general, they try to make lenses, simulate what the eyes see. Your question is kind of irrelevant to what we see in reality. I mean, the fact is that we can see
the camera being a separate medium changes anything.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? You can do a time lapse, right? Looking out at a bit of land off in the distance, and you can do a time lapse, and you can see that move up and down, and you can see the horizon move backwards and forwards. That's because throughout the day, the refractive conditions are constantly changing. Right? That makes sense?
Yeah, but the effects are still the same no matter the conditions. For some
What do you mean the effects are the same?
Right?
No, the effects are changed based on the conditions.
In what way? Sorry.
The different amount of refraction that can occur. The atmosphere, the horizon can appear closer. The horizon can appear further away. Things can appear in front of the horizon or behind it based on the refractive conditions. That can change throughout the day as the refractive conditions throughout the day change.
Okay.
So this is why
so you're saying that that's for as far as the distance that we can see with our naked eye is what you're saying? Changes based on the...
Yeah, and we are literally trying to learn. We're,
Okay. But obviously, how do you explain? A lot of people say the curve is you can see it because stuff disappears from your line of sight or whatever, but obviously not because you can bring it back into view with a P900 Nikon camera and stuff.
Yeah, you can't actually do that.
We can move on to the next topic.
Well, let me just respond to that first. No, once something's gone over the horizon, you can never bring it back over the horizon. It simply doesn't happen. If I can just show you a quick video, give me 2 seconds. So what can happen is if it's a small boat with a camera that's not very good resolution, then the boat can be too small to resolve. And then as you zoom in, it allows you to see more, and the boat will be brought into view because it's resolved. However, if something goes over the horizon, then there's no way that it will be brought back into view. So give me just 1 second.
Then what the fuck are you talking about? Then how could I see 30 miles?
Yeah, you can see
because of the change in refractive conditions.
Bringing the fucking view back into my eye because it's the easiest way to travel. That's what
we had better technology. We could see farther than that.
Guys, hold on. You're missing my point here. Once something has physically gone over the horizon, regardless of how far the horizon appears to be on that day, once something has physically gone beyond the horizon, no amount of zooming will ever bring it back.
You just said...
Okay, so let me ask...
Hold on. We've just talked for almost 30 minutes about this, about refraction, how the light is starting at the fucking beginning and curving to make things level in my sight, to see us farther and farther. So what do you mean that it's not coming back into view? What
zooming doesn't bring things back over? Yeah, zooming doesn't bring things back into view. That's zooming would have no ability to do that.
Is first.
Well, again, the horizon, right? Well, the horizon is geometrically exactly where it's supposed to. Yeah. So the horizon is geometrically where it's supposed to be. However, it can appear to be different places depending on the refractive conditions. Yeah.
Is there a distance to the horizon? Matt is asking, what is the distance to the horizon if you're a 6-foot person? We know the math, Matt. If you're a 6-foot person, it's 3 miles at sea level.
Yeah, the square of
what happens when we see
height.
Past 3 miles at sea level with the zoom lens.
And he's saying that you're bringing. This is what I mean. So if it's beyond the horizon, we can never bring it back. But because we see past 3 miles, it's because it's bringing it back. What?
No, I'm not saying it's bringing it back. You're not right. So if you're watching a boat physically sail away from you and it disappears bottom first. We
totally understand that concept.
Right? No amount of zooming with a camera will bring that back. Right? Does that make sense?
Past 3 miles?
That's not true. We've seen many videos of that. And actually,
right. So you clearly didn't listen to what I said. No, the videos that you have seen is when the boat is very small and is unresolvable. And zooming in allows the boat to be resolved in full, but the bottom hasn't disappeared.
We're going to check out, and
right. So, and this is what I want to show you a video to show you that no amount of zooming will bring something back that has gone beyond the horizon.
I got a video for you too. I'd love for you to show us first. Please.
Give me 2 seconds to prepare this, and I will switch the camera over.
I'm going to pack up a bong. This is good talk
I just had one. I just had one.
Growing. Thanks everybody for being here on another episode of High Vibrations.
So
I love you. We're going to be giving away, a shirt and a decal at the end of the show. So stay tuned.
Google Chrome. Yep, that's the one. So let me pop that up for you up here. Then I need to go into
I just love this one.
This.
You'll never get this one. Yeah.
I want to change that to my vMix.
But I am giving a bong away. That's not on this episode, but I am.
I need a new bong, so I just broke mine.
Yes, I know. Karma. For believing in the globe, and you know why.
Send me one if you got any good ones.
When you believe in the globe, guys, bad things happen. Bongs break.
Reality. Right, so this is someone I know personally called Dazza the Cameraman, okay? You see what I'm showing you? And he's using a P1000 here. And what you can see is you've got these 3 boats on the horizon, okay? Now, there's one in the middle that hasn't quite gone over the horizon. And there's just one to the left of it.
That's 3 miles right there.
Well, it's further than 3 miles because of the refractive conditions.
Let him finish, please.
Yeah. So, the boat to the left has clearly gone over the horizon. You can't see as much of it as the one on the right? So what he does is, this is a video, it's not just a picture, so just so you know, right? So he takes a screenshot. This is fucking
retarded.
Are you going to let me finish?
Yes, I'm going to let you finish.
And are you going to hold your smart ass comments until I've finished?
Yes, I will hold my smart ass comments.
Okay, so what he does is he takes a screenshot when he's zoomed out, right? So this is the P1000, this is a video, and he has, at this point, paused the video, and he has taken a screenshot, okay? And this is as much as you can see. Then what he does...
The crane tower is coming into view, and...
is he zooms in, let me just skip forward, right? And he takes another screenshot when it's zoomed in. And then he compares them. So he has, with the same camera, zoomed in and taken a screenshot when it is both zoomed out and zoomed in. On the bottom here, we can see the screenshot when it is zoomed out. And then he has zoomed in and we see it on the top. As we can see, no amount of zooming has brought any of these boats back above the horizon. Zooming in does not bring things that have gone over the horizon back above the horizon. This is empirically shown to be a fact right here.
That's just one video. We got videos that show the opposite too.
Okay, but I don't care about the videos that you're showing right now. Please respond to this video here, and it shows that zooming in. I'm not showing
anything. I'm showing this.
I just said. It
literally shows. This is literally showing in real time that zooming in does not bring something back. So why is it not happening here?
I don't know. Why does it happen in the video that we'll show is the question. But
Sorry, what was that?
It's a good question why it doesn't show there, but the other videos that we've seen, it does.
Well, like I've said, none of the videos that you have seen show something coming from the bottom up being resolved.
The motherfucker is sinking. You better get those people off of that boat.
Yeah, absolutely 100 fucking %. But yeah, so this shows using the flat earther's camera of choice, the P1000, that zooming in does not bring things back once they have gone over the horizon. Now, could you please
show one video, right?
Well, could you show me a video that refutes that, if possible?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And then we'll say, why does it zoom back in? Why is it coming back into view? Oh my gosh, why does this video show the opposite?
I'm not seeing a video.
Stop. Come on, we're not gonna go there. But let me show you this. We were talking about this earlier. Somebody just sent this to me, so let me at least show this too before we move on. And so we don't have to talk about it. You can respond if you want to, or we can just move right past it. But please,
well, yeah, I was just wondering if you could show a video that refutes that.
I will. Oh yes, I will. Oh, don't you, don't get them wet.
Because all you're doing right now is just denying what I've just shown.
Scientific researchers from being present in Antarctica, but they do require an appropriate permit from a treaty party.
No, they don't. You don't have to get a permit. You don't have to get a permit. You can do whatever you want. Permit to go in particular areas, but you can go to wherever you want in Antarctica without a permit. You can go to the middle of buttfuck nowhere in the middle of Antarctica, and no one is going to stop you.
Bro. I just read them.
You cannot go to Queen Victoria Land out there. You cannot go to these places.
You can go wherever you want. No one's going to stop you.
I don't make the rules, bro.
No, literally nobody is going to stop you.
Ask the military why they stop you.
Excuse me, I was military and I was in Antarctica, and there is no military in Antarctica that stop people going places.
Is what someone in the military would say.
Of course,
exactly.
Of course.
I got friends in special forces that were stationed in McMurdo, and they can't talk about any of that stuff.
Well, I probably met them because I was in McMurdo quite a while.
Nice.
I'm trying to find it. So
did you ever work it out who was Spartan 1 and Spartan 2 in your head?
Not really.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The guys that said they came upon that big alien bunker or something that had like a 33-foot door or something like that took them below ground, and they had like a firefight with giants or something.
Yeah, cool story, bro.
Supposedly that was their story, and that was on Ancient Alien Files and a bunch of other different mediums.
So anyway, how's that video coming along to refute the one that I gave?
I'm coming. It's coming.
It's in the Facebook thing. That was one of the ones I put in there.
Yeah, chat. I'm not on Facebook right now. I'm streaming with you guys.
Oh, no, I was talking to Mike. I had put it in our chat earlier.
And for people wondering on my side why my camera's flipped, it's because I'm just showing you their stream because I'm on there and mine, and you don't need to see me twice. I know I'm gorgeous, but you know.
You are. Everybody in my chat loves your haircut.
See, so what we can see here is the boat being unresolvable. It's not disappeared bottom up.
It's the effect I just showed with the bicycle. It's the it's Fata Morgana.
Okay. So what we just saw there, literally what we just saw was the boat becoming unresolvable in totality. It does not disappear.
Oh wait.
I'm in the middle of explaining. I'm in the middle of explaining, and you say, for what reason? I'm about to explain the reason if you give me a chance. So, please let me explain. As this video shows, he zooms out, and at no point does the bottom of the boat disappear and the top remain visible. What happens is about now, it becomes unresolvable in totality. And that is simply a limitation of the camera's ability to resolve what is there. As it zooms in, because it is allowing to see more pixels closer up on a certain area, it's able to resolve that. But when it is zoomed out with a much larger field of view, there is not enough visual information for it to resolve the boat. At 0 point in that video does it show the boat disappearing from the bottom with the top still being visible, because that does not happen and then being zoomed back in.
To make a quick comment. But that's the limitation of, if it was a stronger camera, it could zoom in and see further than that. So you admit yourself the limitation of the camera. This camera zoom, it was much farther back than the video of the boats that you showed. So,
I doubt it. My boats were much bigger. They're massive tankers.
I can show these for days. This guy does this all day, and I've got one too.
Yeah, but the thing is, like I said, what you just showed is exactly my point. You did not show the boat disappearing bottom first. When something has disappeared bottom first, like I showed, you could see the bottom of those boats over the horizon. No amount of zooming in will bring that back, ever. It's never, ever been shown in the video.
Well, it seems like in our video, they zoomed in a lot farther than yours. You can look at their video. I'm not even convinced that was a P1000 camera. It looked like the one from our video had a lot farther, or a lot more.
Oh, it's absolutely a P1000 video.
Way farther back.
Absolutely a P1000 video.
Yeah, so let me go to my video. So I'm going to read you the description of my video.
Hold on, I'm not done. You said you wanted to see one with the bottom of the boat.
Yeah, but I'm just responding to you saying it wasn't the P1000, so give me a chance. So this was recorded with a... Oh, here we go. Yeah, so we test the flat Earth myth that more zoom will cause ship to come back over the horizon. Does the proportion ship visible of the horizon versus that which is hidden change to use more optical zoom? We use a Nikon P1000 with 125 times optical zoom to test this claim. The distance sinking ship Princess Paula is 12.6 miles. The kosher ship, the Glorious Mahata, was 8.86 miles. So we've got the not only the camera, but the distance to each ship in mind. So on yours, which camera was used and what was the distance to the ship? And why did it not disappear bottom first?
That's what we need to find out right now.
Well, the reason it didn't disappear bottom first is because it hadn't gone over the horizon.
That was over like 10 miles, bro.
Yeah,
exactly.
And the apparent position of the boat. Again, the apparent position of the horizon. Literally words in coming out of mouth. I am so sorry, guys. I really do apologize. Yeah, I'm so sorry that the middle of my sentence interrupted the beginning of yours. That is incredibly rude of me. I sincerely apologize.
I'm not even worried about that. I interrupt you plenty of times. Not even worried about it. This is
r/whoosh.
Not a big deal.
Right. So, in yours.
But I am going to show this video as I promised. So give me 1 second.
Okay. Just
wait for he wanted to finish. Go ahead.
So the video that you showed, again, yeah, the horizon at that point may appear to be 10 miles away, but that's because of the refractive
you can talk
conditions.
Over this video if you would like.
All right, let me just put you up large on my screen so people can see. All right, please go ahead. Yep, once again, the bottom, the bottom hasn't disappeared. In fact, there's a part of the bottom missing there. And no amount of zooming is bringing it back.
What are you talking about?
Let me ask you this.
You can still see part of the bottom of it missing.
Let me ask you a question. Wait. You weren't talking in the middle, so let me ask a question. In your video that you showed that's undisputable proof, from the furthest back zoom out, you could see the tops of the ships. Both of our videos from the fully zoomed out part, you could not see the ships whatsoever.
Because it was unresolvable by the camera, yes.
Taller, and you're using possibly a much closer distance than ours. So I don't see how you'd say ours isn't proof, but yours is.
Because you're not understanding me.
You should be able to see that big fucker. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're not understanding what I'm saying. You are not showing the bottom being brought back.
It would be more of the ship that you had.
Literally, guys, can I have one sentence without you interrupting me? That would be wonderful, because at the moment, both of you are just talking over me every time I say something, right? So, in this video, you do not see zooming in being in the bottom back up. In fact, as it zoomed in, the bottom of it is clearly still missing. What you see is the entire... Yes, it is. The bottom of it is still missing there. What you see... But once again, I did not get to finish my thought. I'm going to talk again, and I'm hoping you won't interrupt me. When that video plays, as it zooms in, the entire thing becomes resolvable at the same time. No, you can see the same... And again, you play audio over me. Hello? You just... In the middle of me talking there, you just then played a bunch of audio over me.
I muted everything. I did not play audio.
You literally just did. It was.
Then I made a mistake. I muted myself. Right. I muted Matt. You're the only one on.
Right. Okay. So in the video that you just showed, you see that very small boat become resolvable at the same time. The same proportion of that boat is visible above the water as it zooms in, with still part of the bottom of it missing as it is zoomed in all the way. No amount of zooming brings something that has gone over the horizon, bottom first, back. And both those videos you showed were simply the limitations of the camera and the entire thing appearing at the same time, not bottom first. That's it. Mine's the only one that had something that disappeared from the bottom that couldn't be zoomed back. You just had the entire thing appearing because the camera wasn't very good.
All right, I'm going to reply, and then Matt's going to reply after me. Okay? You don't have to mute anybody because I'm going to finish what I have to say, and then Matt's going to go, and then you're going to go.
Yeah, I've not muted anyone, so...
Okay, no, I understand. No, I'm just saying you're not going to talk over me. You're going to let me finish. Because then it's Matt's turn after me. Now, what I want to say is that clearly you could see the bottom of that boat, if not a foot or two past the fucking bottom of that boat. Now, with that much distance, at that many miles, how many inches are we looking at? We're not supposed to see the bottom of that boat. We're not even supposed to see the boat.
What?
Okay.
Why not? Could you verify that by telling me the refractive conditions at that time and how far we should be able to see based on that?
Was? No, not right this second. I cannot.
Well, then you can't say that.
5 minutes ago, when you promised that I would go first, and then it's Matt's turn.
Yeah. I'm just responding to what you said. I'm just responding to what you said because you just said a bunch of stuff that's false. Yeah, you just said a bunch of stuff that's clearly false, didn't you? That's the thing.
That's why I interrupted you before, and you told me to let you finish because I interrupted you 8 times. Shut the fuck up.
But I didn't say anything false. I haven't interrupted you, though. You finished talking and I said something.
No, I haven't finished talking, and when I do, it's Matt's turn.
Cool, go ahead.
You said that I couldn't bring up a video that showed the bottom of the boat or another boat, and it's clearly farther than the video you showed. Anyone can judge or... No, we don't have empirical evidence that it is, and we can both say fallacy, and we can both say straw man at each other, and we can yell a whole bunch, and we can get angry. right? But I'm saying I have evidence. You're saying you don't. You have that one video. I could keep going. I'm not going to, but I could keep going. I showed my evidence. I showed my proof. Matt, what do you have to say?
I was going to say the distance from the smaller boats. I mean, it could be the same distance, could be farther, but you brought a boat you couldn't see whatsoever all the way back in view and all the way to the bottom of it. You can see the bottom of it. Isn't there some sort of curve calculation? I mean, even light refraction aside, isn't there some type of curve calculations or something like that, or surveys that are supposed to be done about the Earth being curved to a certain point where you shouldn't even be able to see that at that level, standing there with the camera?
If you ignore refraction, sure, but we don't ignore refraction because the light we see through the atmosphere is always refracted. Now, you guys seem to be missing the point of what I'm saying here. Both of those videos that you showed the entire boat appearing and disappearing at the same time, in totality. It didn't show the boat like half hidden and then that half coming back above the water. It showed the entire boat appearing at the same time and then simply getting big. The same proportion of the boat was visible through the entire zoom. So that's my point. There is no zooming that will bring something that has gone beyond the horizon back. Something disappearing because it's unresolvable hasn't gone beyond the horizon. It's simply unresolvable with the camera. But when it's gone beyond the horizon, you cannot zoom it back.
All right.
Simples.
We've gone through that. We've had our discussion about that. I promised halfway through the show I'd open it up for discussion from the chat, or basically an open panel. We're not going to have too many people on. You get a minute or so if you want to talk to Craig, or if you have a question. Let's make this about serious inquiry. Don't come
Craig. Come on. I know you Americans struggle with this. It's not Craig. It's Craig.
Oh, shut the heck! It's Craig, bro. It's Craig.
God damn, it's not. My name is Craig. Say my name.
Craig.
Craig.
Are you saying that right now?
That's how you say that name. Americans struggle with it.
That sounds like it's spelled with a K-R-E-G.
No, that's how the name is said. Craig. It's a name that comes from Scotland and Gaelic in general. Trust me, it's Craig.
All right, Craig. That is so hard for me to say. Holy shit.
I'm just joshing you. No American can say my name right.
Craig.
There we go.
Come on, man. I got it. All right. Well, you know what? Let's light one up. This has been a great discussion, Craig. In all honesty, kudos to you. Kudos to you, Matt. I know, we were a little nervous, and we wanted to come into this headstrong.
You don't need to be nervous.
Something together. We do.
I'm just a big old bad FTFE.
I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you answering all these questions.
Yeah, thanks for informing us. We can go to Antarctica, dude. Now we got to set that up.
Yeah, we want to go to Antarctica. We want to go to your little treaty spot.
Yeah. In fact, I was after this. I'll send you all the information about the female solo trip to the South Pole. No one with her or anything.
The price tags on these crazy things: $80,000. You got the cruises, and they really don't take you anywhere.
Bro. Well, again, this was just a girl on her own going to the South Pole. She didn't go on a cruise or anything.
Some guy like Mr. Beast or somebody that went over there and he got hauled off of there. There's a guy that got jailed for going there. I forgot his name. He went to Antarctica and tried to explore it a few times. He keeps getting locked up because of it.
You don't. That's the thing. You don't get in trouble for trying to explore Antarctica.
This guy did.
No, he didn't, because no one will put you in trouble for exploring in Antarctica.
Well, I beg to differ. I remember reading it probably like 10 months ago. I got to find it.
Yeah, it doesn't happen because there's nothing in the treaty that says that you're not allowed to explore Antarctica. So that's the thing.
Who's this Art M character in the chat? Yo, Art M, I dare you to come on here.
Who's Art M? Is that on your side?
You got nothing intelligent to say. I see you the whole time just calling people idiots and shit. Like,
something smart. Art M, it's not someone from my side. I don't recognize that name.
Flerfs and all that shit in there.
No, I don't know. I don't know an Art M. I don't see. And let me just check. Let me check my chat.
This next week, right? It's a little pre-battle.
No, I've got no one of the name Art in my chat.
He's in my chat.
Yeah, I figured if he was one of my guys, he'd be in both.
He's hollering about you're the best. He loves you. He's your biggest fan.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Hey, Art. How you doing?
Fucker.
That's right, Art. You fucking keep it up. You keep him on. Good boy.
What's up, Dave? Good to see you, buddy.
Send you the check later.
What's going on, guys? Craig, how you doing?
Craig, close.
No, I used a little bit of a New Zealand accent with that. I thought you might appreciate that, Craig, because I heard about people getting teased for,
But I'm not from New Zealand. I'm from Scotland.
Yeah, but I thought that we'd add that to it. Anyway, I'm just fucking with you.
How do you say the word deck with a New Zealand accent?
By the way, Dave, where are you at right now?
I am currently, the reason I brought that up, because I'm currently passing over New Zealand right now.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Well, actually, the ISS is currently over Mongolia, with the CSS being relatively close.
I'm there. Okay, who are you talking? Look, I'm up there. I'm there. I have the same exact glitches because of this time compression, spatial distortion of the refractional index that's occurring up here.
Well, those were certainly words.
But you're not an astronaut, so you don't know. You're not up here.
Yeah, I'm the one that's been on the ISS, so
dude, you're the one that left that fucking rock up here.
He's got that shit stand.
You're the one that took a shit in the space toilet and didn't flush. Motherfucker, what is up?
Oh my god.
So no, I wanted to go over a couple of things y'all were talking about. Why do things disappear from the bottom up as they go away from you? Okay, we have, of course, everybody loves to talk about the refraction, but what we have to also look at is that where we see things in a 3D perspective. In other words, you have a field of view. If you could imagine a cone of vision that comes out from your eyes, okay? That's called your field of view. Now, you also have angular resolution, which is your ability to resolve objects at a long distance. So what happens is as things move away from you, of course, they get smaller. Now, what you have in this cone is because the horizon rises up to relative to eye level, okay? The ground, the horizon itself is obstructing your cone or your field of view, okay? So once that's come up to eye level or approximate to eye level, what you've got going on, what happened? Oh, so once that comes up to your, relative to your eye level, anything that you're resolving that's going any further than that is because picture your cone of view, right, is this circle and it's cut off. So you've only got like an arc up here. Nothing's obstructing down or up, I mean, from the upward view. But as soon as something gets beyond where the horizon is resolved due to your relative to your eye level, it'll go further away, but it'll start to get smaller from the bottom up because it's going into that horizon or that vanishing point. Nothing goes over a curve. Okay, it's all so these are factors. Now refraction is a factor involved with that, but as we pointed out several times here, the horizon, the apparent horizon, continuously changes, but it averages on a clear day to approximately 3 miles. This also just happens to be the exact same distance of your angular resolution, or where the horizon, your field of view, the horizon appears relative to your eye line. That's all there is to it. If you rise in elevation, you'll be able to resolve more of the object because you've increased your field of view. Now, as far as bringing things back in, you're only going to be able to resolve that which can be seen within that field of view to begin with. You're only magnifying your angular resolution is all you're doing. But we've got other factors, as you pointed out: refraction, foreshortening of things in the foreground, as well as the where was it going? The opacity of the medium. So in other words, here down at the ground, we are in the thickest soup of everything that we see, okay? This is where the majority of the moisture is at in the air.
Is that the densest medium you're saying?
Right, that's the densest part of the medium. So that's going to cause things, I saw some of them where you see things, they look sort of cloudy. And if you bring them back into view, or increase your angular resolution through a telephoto lens, so to speak, you have not made it any clearer. You've just magnified what's already there. Now, another aspect of what's already there are like waves. Now, it would sound silly. How could a small wave obstruct anything? Well, there again, it's called foreshortening. Like, for instance, right now, my thumb cannot cover my face, right? But as I employ foreshortening, you can see that I cover my entire face. And as I said, once again, if you magnify, you're only increasing your angular resolution. You're also magnifying everything in the foreground as well.
Let me make sure we give Craig a chance to respond.
Yeah, so
just one more thing. So with this idea in mind, you can tell that like a 3-foot wave at a quarter mile away can actually obstruct 250 feet of something.
No.
At 25 miles away.
Yeah. No,
so
not if you're
that's all you're having happen with your bottom up stuff. You
okay, so let me respond.
Draft
Please let me respond. Right. Yeah, so the waves thing, no, you guys get this completely wrong. Unless the waves are taller than you, they will not obstruct the thing. It's just not how it works. You could have your thumb cover an entire car that's down the road, but if you bring your thumb down below you, you can still see over it, right?
Not below you, it rises up.
Dude, I just let you, I just let you talk for like 5 minutes, right?
Okay.
So do me the respect of shutting the fuck up while I respond, okay? Thank you. Right. So again, yes.
It does.
My turn to talk. Okay. Thank you.
I'm muting Dave. I'm sorry. Let's let him finish.
I just want everyone to see how this goes. I let them talk for ages, and then the second that I start to get, this is from my side, so bear with me. The second that I start to respond to give an explanation, they have to interrupt. All right. That's the problem. They don't want to learn. They just want to hear themselves. Right. So the waves thing. No, dumb as fuck. If you hold your thumb up, you can cover a car in the distance. But if you bring your thumb down below you, it's never going to cover the car in the distance. If you are higher than the waves cannot obscure a thing that is beyond that thing. It's simple. That's not how vision works. You are higher than the wave is not going to block it, no matter how much smaller in comparison that thing is in the distance, because you're above the wave. No, on an average day, the horizon does not appear to be about 3 miles away. Due to refractive conditions, on an average day, the horizon appears to be about 10 miles away. I don't know where you got that from, which means you're completely wrong, which then completely nullifies your argument about the angular resolution of the eye being the reason why we see things disappear bottom up. Now, the angular resolution of the eye, if that's the case, then the part with the smallest angle would disappear first, which means that the thing that is in line with us would disappear first, not the thing bottom or top, which means that the middle of something will become unresolvable first, not the top of the bottom. That disproves what you are saying about that. The horizon is simply an effect of the curve of the Earth. And as I showed in my video with Dazza the cameraman, with some really, really, really big tankers, so it's clearly nothing to do with angular resolution because you can make out the majority of the tankers, but yet the bottom of those tankers is hidden by a visible obstruction. And that obstruction is caused by the horizon, which is an effect of the curve of the Earth. There we go. I managed to get through without being interrupted, but only because somebody was muted.
While I appreciate everything you said, I am going to mute you because I also want to say something, and I've muted everybody else as well. The video that you showed shows a completely full tanker. And in the resolution that you've shown, the length of that tanker almost matched the length of the tanker that was missing.
No.
So if you did the math, if you did the science, if you put in the Earth curve calculator, that ship would have had to been 4 times as big for it to be that far away, that far under. Ridiculous. The one I showed clearly shows that the mirror effect just like the video that I showed you with the bicycle and the apparent horizon versus the mirrored effect actual horizon, which is a little bit higher because you're looking at a mirror when you're that close to the medium like water or a black surface or a reflective surface of any kind. It is apparent that the globe community is using this one argument, this refraction argument, that doesn't, like I said earlier, it doesn't equate to making things level.
It does, though. That's the thing.
Observation, for my physical
but it does.
observation.
But it
you can
does.
put it on paper all you want, that light curves. It's not. There's no equation that's making it curve into a perfect level. It's not how it works. And there's many experiments
You're just denying it.
There's many experiments that we can do that have been done that show whether or not we're looking in a straight line. I'm not interrupting him.
I'm muted on his side, just so you guys know.
We have tools. We have survey tools. They don't use the curve of the Earth. You can look up a theodolite. It doesn't have Earth curve calculations. And if it were to use the refractive response, which Craig is giving, then it would be calculated that the light, which is measuring this exact thing. It's measuring light on entrance. I forget what the word is.
Angles. It's measuring angles.
It's not calculating refraction into that. It's measuring a straight line.
No, refraction's taken into account. Am I unmuted? Yeah, you were wrong about the theodolite thing. Refraction absolutely is taken into account with calculations that surveyors do. Standard refraction is something that they use all the time, and plus iterative testing under different conditions to average out the refractive values. Theodolite simply measures angles of light coming in, that's it. And you can use a theodolite to actually confirm the curvature of the Earth over very short distances, which was done by Jesse Wazowski, which you can find on mctoon.net. The experiments on there. Many of the surveyors will show how the curve of the Earth is taken into account. And if you want to talk about actual surveyors, you could go to mctoon.net/r and click on the third article on there, which is specifically the transcontinental triangulation of the American Arc of the Parallel, which was a large-scale surveying team that took measurements across the entire continental United States and managed to calculate the radius of the Earth from that, and it happened to match a team doing the same thing in China, a team doing the same thing in India, and a team doing the same thing in Britain. Simple measurements and calculating the triangles from it, summing the angles of those triangles, finding they come out to greater than 180, and then using that and all the data points to calculate the radius of the Earth, matches every survey that's ever done, all confirming that the radius of the Earth is about 3950.
Okay, I want to rebut what you said earlier about that, because you were using a two-dimensional orthographic example. We don't see. Does the horizon rise to you up to near you're standing there on the ground? You're looking straight out.
No, 100% the horizon does not rise to eye level. 100% not. No.
I didn't say to eye level. I said relative to eye level. So
that's the same thing as eye level. No. Right, let me answer you. You asked me a question. Let me answer the question. No, you asked me a question. Let me answer the question. No, the horizon does not.
Heated in here.
Yeah. No, the horizon does not rise relative to eye level. No, the horizon drops as you rise with altitude, as expected by the predictions of the globe.
That's not what I asked.
You just asked me, does the horizon rise relative to eye level? That was the word you used. The answer is no.
Hold on.
Craig, do you look forward to see the horizon, or do you look down?
You actually look slightly down.
To see the horizon or down, Craig?
You actually look slightly down to see the horizon.
You look slightly down to see the land because it's beneath your feet. I agree with that. You look down to see anything that's below you, and the land is below you.
Yeah, the horizon is always going to be below you unless your eyes are in the sea. So you always look down to see the horizon.
Now, go ahead, David.
Okay, so let's say I've got a rock that's 3 feet from me, right? I have to steep down my angle to see that. To see another rock 6 feet from me, I have to raise that angle to see it, right? Until finally, the only place on the ground it's going to be is out here, right? Okay. So my point.
Sorry, say that again.
Okay, so I have to look at a steeper angle down to see something 3 feet from me on the ground.
No.
And then I have to look at a lesser angle to see something 6 feet away. I have to look at right to see it on the ground.
But
so
this is what
I'm
he's saying. It's constantly
is
curving up to you. It's not doing that in reality. It's just the light bending from fucking refraction.
What are you talking about? You look down to see the horizon. I don't know why there's an argument about this.
What I'm getting at is everything in the foreground is going to be at a steeper angle to you due to your perspective until it gets out to the horizon. Am I correct?
Things appear to rise up to the center of your vision. Words were in the middle of coming out. I was saying a thing. I was in the middle of saying a thing. Okay? So when I finish saying the thing, in general, right? Maybe you don't know, Dave. Maybe no one ever taught you. But in general, conversations work by one person saying a thing and getting to finish saying that thing, and then you getting to say the thing after.
You go now.
Yeah.
Now he's muted, and you go, Craig.
Yeah. So, see, I forgot what I was saying because I keep getting interrupted. It's very hard.
You keep want to talk about people interrupting you. I'll take care of the interrupting part. You go now. Okay?
Yeah, I'm going to point it out every time it happens because it's very important.
I know you
it's very important to how flat earthers operate.
We're very passionate. And people in discussion.
So the simple thing is that the horizon is below you. You look down to see the horizon, and the higher you get, the further you have to look down to see the horizon. Yes, in vision, in your center of your vision, things appear to rise up to that, and then above that, things appear to go down to it, because that's perspective. That doesn't change the fact that the horizon does what we expect it to do on a globe. I'm done.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. What time do we got here?
Jesus, I need another bomb.
Hold on, Craig. All I wanted you to do is answer that question. You did. It took you a long time to do it, right? So you agree that your angular view, your field of view will change with elevation. That's correct. Okay. But we're standing on the ground, and so the horizon we see, wait a second, the horizon we see, we look straight ahead.
No, we don't look straight ahead.
To see the horizon. We're not looking down. So if we see anything closer to us in that horizon, we have to increase our angle of view downward to see it. Okay? That's just how it works. It looks
Dave,
like it's closer.
Why do you keep saying that you look straight ahead to see the horizon? You don't. You look down to see the horizon.
I do.
You're wrong. He's right. You look straight ahead because the horizon is always at eye level.
The horizon, that's what I just said. No, you're wrong. You're categorically wrong. The horizon is not at eye level.
You don't want me to explain that out.
But no, that's the thing. You're categorically wrong. The horizon is not at eye level. The horizon is below eye level and drops further below eye level the higher you raise in altitude.
That's the whole point.
Yes, it does. I'll prove it to you right now.
I'll prove it. You're wrong.
Well, you can't prove me wrong because I will literally prove it. The horizon drops with altitude as we predict it to.
Eye level. It's not down here. It's right here. It's not down here. It's right here.
Whenever you have measurements, it shows the horizon being below the horizon. Right, now here is a good one. Give me 1 second. I'll switch the camera so you can see. So
now, anyway.
Wait, give me a sec. I'm gonna show you a bunch of stuff.
And then we'll let Dave get off because you guys have a battle coming up. And this is a good precursor to that.
So here we go. This is it's got a water tube, so you can see what is level, both edges of that water tube. Yet the horizon is below what is eye level. Then this one is a very good one. This one was taken by MC Toon. It's actually got on the instrument that he was using what is eye level.
Wait a second, Craig. Go back.
Give me a second. I'm in the middle of talking.
No, go back.
I'll go back after I finish the words that I'm saying.
You showed that shit for fucking 5 milliseconds.
Yeah. Give me
any angle.
Let me continue what I'm saying. Right. So this one was taken by MC Toon, and the instrument actually has what is eye level, and you can see what is eye level. Yet the moon itself is below eye level, so the horizon is definitely below eye level. Here is another thing taken from a plane, showing exactly what eye level is, with the horizon directly below eye level. This is somebody that has climbed a mountain with a water level, showing that as they are both level with the camera, that is eye level. The horizon is clearly below the eye level. Here is the first one that you were. So words are still coming out of my mouth. Words are still coming out of my mouth. Just give me a chance. Here's the first one that you seem to cry about. Again, with the water level in line with the center, showing what is eye level, with the horizon clearly below eye level. And the best one would be Mr. Sensible's Mage project, which actually had a clear horizon from 32,000 meters up that showed it dropped by the exact predicted amount. So no, categorically, the horizon does not rise to your eye level.
Index relative to eye level as you were at 120,000 feet. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm responding to the person that said horizon rises to eye level. It does not. The horizon does not rise to eye level. This is just false.
It's relative to eye level.
What? Define. Right, there's two of you saying different things here. Which one is it? Does the horizon rise to eye level or not?
I'd say it stays the same index relative to eye level at any altitude.
Right, no, okay, it's a yes or no question. Does the horizon rise to eye level? Yes or no?
I said it stays relative to your eye level.
It's a yes or no question. Does the horizon rise to eye level? Yes or... I want each of you to give a yes or no answer. Let's start with you, Dave. Yes or no? Does the horizon rise to eye level?
To eye level.
That wasn't a yes or no, so you fail. Let's move to you, Matt.
The horizon is not rising.
Right. Let's move to you, Matt. Matt, does the horizon rise to eye level? Yes or no?
The horizon stays.
Dave, I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to Matt. Your name, Dave, is not Matt. So, right, thank you. So, Dave says something random that wasn't a yes or no. Matt, guys, give me a chance here. Give me a chance. Matt says yes, the horizon does rise to eye level. Mike, what do you say? Yes or no? Does the horizon rise to eye level?
I need to understand the question first. Is that okay?
It's a very simple question. Does the horizon rise to eye level?
Rise mean?
As you raise in altitude, does the horizon rise to keep in your eye level?
Depending on how far I can see, yeah.
Right, so why in the picture I'm showing you here is the horizon below eye level?
I didn't take the picture, and I don't know. I have no other photos that look like that, and that's not what happened.
Well, here's another one with the horizon below eye level.
Right.
Why is the horizon below eye level there? So, and why was the horizon below eye level in all the other things that I showed? It's amazing. In fact, here's another one.
Horizon, like I said, that's just where... You go back, goddamn.
Horizon below eye level. Let me see. What else have I got in here with the horizon below eye level? I've got a whole bunch of horizon below eye level stuff.
It extends past what you're showing is the optical horizon.
What do you mean? Where's the horizon? The moon's there. The moon is below. Right. In this one specifically, the moon is below eye level.
I can't see shit on that one.
Right. What you can see is the moon. That circle is the moon.
And in an airplane?
Yes.
Okay,
right?
So they can't see far enough to find the fucking edge of the horizon. That's
okay. Right, let me clarify what we're seeing here. Okay, what we are seeing is the moon below eye level. So if the horizon rises to eye level, that means that the moon would be below the horizon.
Is the horizon apparent or physical, Craig?
The horizon is the horizon.
Is it physical or apparent?
The horizon is a physical thing.
It's a physical thing.
Yes, absolutely, because you don't get something refracted if it's not physical.
Okay. Can I show you something?
You can show me something or you like, yes. Let me just get my camera back up. Give me 2 secs. All right, I'll get that. Okay.
I'm not saying these photos are false. I don't know because I didn't take the fucking photo.
Yeah, well, I know the person that did, and they show the horizon being below eye level. Therefore, the horizon does not rise to eye level.
I'd love to do more experiments on that side of things. Have I done an experiment on that? No, I haven't.
Right. Okay. Well, all evidence shows that the horizon does not rise to eye level.
I don't believe that's true, but I see where you're going.
Absolutely is, and without wanting to insult you, that was personal incredulity.
Yeah.
Right, Dave, what you showing?
So I admit that I don't know, though. I'm the first one to say I don't know everything, man. I'm not claiming fact or not. I'm claiming that there's alternatives to the what you're saying is fact, and if there's an alternative that also works, then what you're saying doesn't necessarily have to be true unless you've physically proven it.
But there's never an alternative that matches what we see with reality and also cooperates with all other observations and empirical evidence.
I just asked you earlier what it would be like if we were on an apparent hypothetical flat plane, and we wouldn't need the refraction or Snell's law there. So
well, of course, well, you would need
back
it
into level, even when it is level, even when it's not level. It's always fucking level. Bullshit.
Again, that's personal opportunity. You think it's bullshit because you just don't agree with it. That doesn't change the fact that it does what it does.
I know that we can prove that. I know that we can prove that in our observations.
Let me get something in here.
All right,
then why does every aerospace or company that works with aerodynamics or flight assume the flat Earth model?
They don't assume a flat Earth model. What they do is they have simplifications for modeling purposes. They don't assume that the Earth is just completely flat. They just, for a hypothetical model, mathematically testing, you remove things that are complicated and unnecessary. And for the dynamics of a plane flying, it would be no different to it flying over a flat Earth or a globe Earth. So it doesn't matter. And it's actually simpler to model it locally, assuming that the Earth is flat, because the difference between the two in those modeling circumstances would be very, very small. However, what you have to do is read the entire paper, and the one you're talking about specifically
That's not
is
how science works, man.
Well, no, there's
wait. Again, I was in the middle of saying a thing. Give me a chance. Wait, let me finish. I was saying a thing. Right.
Go ahead.
I was going to say a guy who crashed an airplane.
What you don't do is ignore everything else in that modeling assumption paper that you cited. The one that you were speaking about there is particularly the derivation of an aircraft over a non-rotating flat Earth, which also assumes that there's no wind ever, that planes don't use fuel, that planes are completely rigid. These things are not true, but they use them as simplifications because it's easier for the maths and makes very little difference from the modeling specifications that they're doing. That's it. There we go. I finished what I was saying. Now you can respond.
So I wanted to go back to something.
You've been taking up most of the talk time here, Craig. Don't worry, you're getting it in.
Well, that's because explanations require time rather than questions.
And also because you're the guest, and we love you.
I just wanted to point out there was a guy here not too long ago. He actually crashed his airplane accounting for the curvature of the Earth.
Why? Because he couldn't see?
I don't know, man. He was he was doing math. He thought math was reality. I want to correct you. This is kind of a misnomer and you have to be careful because these globers are going to be sticklers for details. Okay.
Yeah, details are important.
The horizon is not right at eye level. It is below eye level, but it remains consistently at that index of how far below your eye level of the apparent horizon is.
Listen to him for a second, Craig.
Indicated even on a flight. Wait a second, Craig. No, you get all your panties up your crack.
I didn't say anything.
Go, Dave. Go, Dave.
Dave, I didn't say anything, dude.
He didn't do anything. Go, Dave.
Don't sit on your nuts, man. I'm not going to do that.
Dave, I didn't say anything. What is wrong with you? Are you hearing voices?
If you look at even the false horizon that they use on an airplane, right? You'll notice that the little wings or the little level line is right above the actual horizon line that they have there when they indicate level flight. Okay. Of course, an airplane has always got a little bit of a pitch up to maintain flight. Now, the thing about that is that it remains relative to your eye level, not at your eye level. Okay, and they're sticklers for that. But if you notice, when you see the high altitude and there's the eye level and you see this horizon, it still remains within that index. And why do I say within that index? And it's because
I might not have been explaining it correctly. So here's Dave to come and back me up on that. So the index, excuse me for not explaining that correctly, but
now the reason that there's an index is because it's an apparent horizon, and due to different conditions like atmos opacity,
atmosphere.
And that changes all the time. And temperature. Now, that temperature is not like, we're not on a layer cake, okay? So you can have a few degrees here, different degrees here. All of this shit is happening all the time. You've also got, so you're looking through like different temperatures in this direction. So that's going to take a lot of effect as well. All right. So I'm going to show this video. If you can pull up what I've got up for the share the screen up here.
Well, let me just respond to some of the things you said there.
This must be the Earth breathing. But this is
this is what I talked about earlier. This is just refraction. I literally talked about this video earlier. So refraction is the thing.
Craig, this is why I say, Craig, the horizon is apparent. Watch.
No, the horizon is a physical thing. What we see is apparent. Yeah. Again, I've seen this, and I spoke about this earlier, and I explained that it is refraction happening.
Look at.
Yeah. Again, we went through the Dave. I brought this up earlier myself. Dave, I brought this up earlier myself. Dave, I did this. Dave, I did this. No, Dave, I'm responding to what you've said now. Dave, my turn, Dave. Dave, my turn. Calm down. Dave, I'm responding now. Dave, I'm responding now. Dave, I am responding now.
Play the video.
Yeah, you can mute the video though, and I can respond. Right? Yeah. This is what I brought up earlier. Refraction is a thing.
Even the land looks like it's moving.
Yeah, exactly, because of refraction. The horizon is a physical thing. What we see
that's apparent effect.
Again, I'm saying things. The horizon is a physical thing. It is
from the bottom up.
I'm in the middle of talking.
Wait. Just wait. Just wait, guys.
Yeah, right. So the horizon is a physical thing. But we see the light that comes from the horizon that has traveled through a medium with refractive properties. Luckily, we have quantified refraction and we understand about it. Now, what you are saying is plainly wrong. The proportion of the distance between eye level and where the horizon is does not stay the same. The horizon drops as you raise with altitude. This is empirically proven.
I can show you that too.
All right, let me.
Yeah, I mean, what you just showed right now is me talking about refraction.
Perfect. So you try to apply Euclidean geometry, two-dimensional orthographics to.
Matt, let me.
No, I didn't. I didn't do any of that. You're just saying things. I didn't do any of that.
We are running well over 2 hours now. We're probably gonna keep going. Craig, give me just a second. Matt wants to show one, so let Matt introduce his video real quick.
All right.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm not sure which one it is. It was just
one
of those
I'll pull it up.
videos.
Hold on 1 second. And then we can all comment on that. So just give me a second here, guys.
Is that 96 times they've interrupted? Nice.
96 times?
Yeah.
96
Can we break a record tonight, you think?
Probably not. I spoke to Ross of Real Offended, and he interrupted me way more times. But you're at 96 currently, guys.
What was his?
We lost count. It was just every 2 seconds.
You lost in the thousands?
Probably.
Oh my! All right. How cool is that? All right, here we go.
Nice. We peaked at currently 896 watching, guys. So awesome. Thank you for that. Let's smash the like button. If you get to 350 likes, I'll get naked.
Please do not.
No, that's all right, man.
I will definitely censor that out.
No, you won't.
All I'm offering is the truth. Nothing more.
Little four-minute video, no big deal.
Oh, come on. We don't have to watch a 4-minute video. Right. Hold on.
Science!
Guys, stop. Hold on. Please pause it 1 sec. Yeah, please pause it 1 sec. Please. I need to say something.
Pause it already?
Yeah, because I can. I can't. Right. Here's the thing. I can't just play someone else's 4-minute video on my YouTube channel because it will get flagged.
Skip through 30 seconds and
yeah, why do we need to watch a 4-minute video? Can you not just describe what's in it and skip through it? Like I didn't show you the whole 4-minute video of Dazza the cameraman. You could just skip through and describe it with your words instead of relying on someone else.
Okay,
I mean, the fact is, Flat Out Truth doesn't know what he's talking about. So you're relying on someone who doesn't understand stuff.
Sorry, I apologize. Can you guess how far that is, Craig?
Quite far away.
It's really far, far, far away.
Yeah, but it doesn't disprove the globe.
Yes, it does.
No, because refraction's a thing. We've discussed that.
Oh, because refraction.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, refraction's a thing. We've been through that, and you've agreed that refraction.
Yeah,
we just watched a video showing refraction doing things, right?
It's curved.
Refraction can equal for it. Refraction absolutely can equal straight lines, and there's no issue with
Do you
that.
think that boat went underwater, Grant? Did it go underwater, or was it foreshortening of a wave?
That was big waves. That's it.
That was a foreshortening of a wave.
Only like a mile.
Yeah, but that was a bigger wave out there. Right. Can we pause the video so I can speak? Can you just like mute the video or something, please? Let me give a response to something. Right. Seriously, can you just pause the video and let me give a response to something?
Yes. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you say pause. Sorry. I've done everything you've asked me to, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not going against it.
So, yeah, like Dave was saying, oh, it's foreshortening. No, that was bigger waves out there than there was.
No, it was closer.
No.
It was way closer.
Dave, I was in the middle of saying words.
Let him
Dave,
talk, Dave.
I was in the middle of saying, Dave, do you have like self-control issues?
98. Chat. 98.
What we at? Yeah, but seriously, I think Dave. I think Dave may have some kind of self-control issues. I'm not sure. But yeah, so what you could clearly see was out there were bigger waves because the boat was going up and down. And not only that, what you find is areas that are a few miles out from shore by sandbanks, there is extremely bad waves that can literally, as you're watching a boat go up and down, it will disappear. But that's very different to a boat moving away from you and disappearing bottom first. None of this disproves the globe.
You say so.
Yeah.
Billy Tetley in the chat says, "Can any flat earther provide evidence of a flat Earth? Any
No,
measurement
never.
or experiment?"
Never.
All right, finish playing it, I guess, for a second, or at least for a few more seconds. I guess we're going to see this zoom in.
Yeah, we'll watch this little last zoom in. We'll check it out. We'll touch the bottom of the boat.
Oh, look, the bottom didn't appear.
Focus going. Well, there's the bottom of a boat. Oh, you can see it splashing in the water.
Yeah, that's, like I said, that is
Holy
waves
shit,
at the time.
it disappeared over the horizon. Oh my god.
So, like I said, that is very different from a boat going away from you.
I took a photo. This is a video.
No, I showed you a video. What are you on about?
A video, yeah, you did.
I want to know the distance your boats were in your video.
I told you the distance to my boats. Were you not listening?
Yeah, no, remind me. Sorry, I was smoking.
Yeah, about 8 miles and 12 miles.
Look at how slow that is.
And you were showing that the whole bottom of that boat disappeared.
So again, all this is showing is waves that are far out and the boat going up and down. That is very, very different.
Why are they
words coming out of my mouth, Dave. Words coming out of my mouth. Thank you.
Yeah, you paused. You gave an answer, and then you.
I didn't. I was in the middle of a sentence, dude. The middle of a sentence, literally. Right? Have some self-control. Have some self-control.
Let Matt say some shit anyway.
Seriously, have some self-control, guys.
Just as bad, and then you want to brag about other people interrupting you.
I've not been interrupting. I've been trying to explain, and the only time I interrupt is when I'm trying to get my point out.
Is it at 8 miles? Is it pure evidence of a curvature, pure evidence of your little boat disappearing at the bottom? But we can see very fucking farther with a whole nother 5 miles almost. And see the whole bottom of the boat, dude. So is the camera better? Is that your explanation? Why in the
refractive conditions were different on? Yeah. Do you want me to answer? Refractive conditions were different on that day, so the apparent horizon was at a different distance. That happens. We've been through that. It's almost like you have issues converting short-term to long-term memory.
But saying the word refraction and not
it's not just the word refraction. I have the entire scientific backing
Let me talk
of
now.
refraction.
You just interrupted me as soon as I start talking.
Yeah, okay, that time I did interject. You're absolutely right. But it's not just saying the word refraction. I am citing the entire scientific body.
You're not showing an experiment that shows this over a long distance. You could use lasers to easily to disprove me and show me an experiment that does this through the medium of
Lasers
air.
aren't the right tool, though. We've been through that. Lasers are the wrong tool to use over long distances.
Listening.
I am. I'm telling you that lasers are the wrong tool to use over long distances.
Why? That's why I said earlier.
Because they are affected by refraction. And unless you know the exact refractive conditions... all wavelengths are affected by refraction.
I know.
Yeah,
why aren't lasers...
So that means that we have to know the exact refractive conditions of every single point along that laser, whatever color we're using. Otherwise, it's not going to do its job. A laser is the wrong tool for the job.
Wait.
Craig, listen, I got muted. Sorry, when you said I got short-term memory problems. No, you have a different excuse for why our videos are show the bottom of. First it's light refraction, and then when you see something else that's different, then it's waves, dude. You've had like 6 different excuses.
Well, no, they're not excuses. They're called explanations. There's not excuses. Explanations. There's a difference. You think they're excuses. You think they're excuses because you don't understand the things that I am telling you. They are not excuses. They are explanations that have the entire backing of the scientific body.
What proof? Where's the proof on it? Where's your math? Show me the math problem for that specific video.
Okay, go to. In the middle of saying words. Seriously, you have self-control issues, all of you. It's incredible.
Yeah, because somebody's an asshole about a river up his damn.
You are an asshole. That's correct. You're 100% an asshole. 100%. The interruptions make you assholes. Yes, absolutely.
Go ahead, Kettle. Go ahead, Kettle.
So absolutely. So if you go to metabunk.com/refraction simulator, it actually quantifies refraction and shows you simulations under every refractive condition that you could ever imagine. Because you can adjust it yourself. You can even put in location. I'm in the middle of saying
yes,
thing.
You were, but
So you can go to Midwest Refraction Simulator. You can even input data yourself of distances and things and see what refraction does based on the scientific understanding and quantification of refraction that has been done for centuries.
All right. Now everybody, including myself, is muted. Dave, give a quick 1-minute response. Don't drag on.
Okay, so what we saw in there was a great example in that video of, we saw a lot of foreshortening taking place. We also saw a great example of focal length. That was really quite cool too. Did you see how it looked like that one boat was going to smash right into that other one, but it was actually well beyond? That's why when you're watching the State of the Union and they have that front on view, it looks like the Speaker of the House and the Vice President are sitting right up against the fucking president's ass. But when you look from the side, he's not really. That's another example of what's going on there. But what's most important there is not so much the refraction or anything, but as the field of view, because I think we could all agree that all we would have to do is increase our altitude and we would see that boat not only in more entirety, but we would see more horizon on beyond that boat. Okay, so why? Because we've increased our field of view. Okay, that horizon, we see more and more horizon. If that horizon were physical and that boat was, 9 miles out or 28 miles out, whatever it was, and that's what the physical horizon that we're seeing is, then if we rose up in altitude, we should still see that physical horizon below, right there, where it's starting to curve off, but it's not. We'll see more of that boat come into view, and then we'll see more horizon beyond it. But it's going to be to a limit. Why? Because of your field of view. That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
right.
Why
so
things disappear bottom up.
No, none of that explains things disappearing bottom up, especially with things like massive oil tankers that can literally sit over the horizon. And the fact is that as you raise in altitude, you can see further on a globe. You can go in a hot air balloon and still watch boats go over the horizon of the Earth.
You can see a boat go over the horizon of the Earth.
That's the best one I've heard all.
Absolutely, you can watch a boat go over the horizon from. In fact, it was in the military, and we were landing helicopters on the back of my Type 23 frigate that I was on. Went up in the helicopter for quite a while, and still, whilst up in the helicopter, we watched the American ship that we were with sail over the horizon of the Earth whilst we were in the helicopter. You
couldn't see that far, even with telescopic aid that you had.
Well, I could. Do you know any idea how big American ships are? Of course you can fucking see it.
You're so fucking.
You also know that light doesn't have a limit, right?
Yeah, that's a straight up lie. I hate to call you a liar, but that's a straight up lie.
It's not a lie. Light does not have a limit. It's as simple as that.
Any helicopter, bro. That didn't happen.
Well, it did. You can call me a liar all you want, but that's because you think the Earth is flat, and frankly, anything that you don't like is a lie.
Even the measurement of a globe wouldn't allow you to see such thing.
Could you mathematically back that up? Wait, hold on. Please mathematically back that up for me.
What altitude were you at?
Wait, Dave, hold on. I've just been asked. I've just been told. Yeah, I've just been told specifically that you would not be able to see a boat go over the horizon from a helicopter. Let's say.
Nobody said that. It doesn't go over it.
Dave, you need to shut up because you're just wrong.
You wouldn't be able to see it. You wouldn't, no matter where you were, you wouldn't be able to see the boat.
So I was probably about, I don't know, maybe 700 meters up. So could you please provide the maths to back up your claim that I would not be able to see a boat go over the horizon?
I'm asking you how high up you were first. I'd need to know.
I just told you about 700 meters.
Hold on. And then secondly, I'd need to know, were you using telescopic aid? I just asked you.
No, I just looked at it.
So no, you wouldn't be able to see it. You're
telling me that I would not be able to see an American carrier go over the curve of the Earth with my naked eye?
No, you wouldn't.
Absolutely fucking can. It's very easy.
You can watch it disappear. I don't give a fuck how high you go. Your naked eye is not going to watch anything disappear over any curve.
It's really not that hard to see an American carrier go over the curve of the Earth. Right, yeah, and all you're doing right now is you're going, it's impossible, without providing any backup for your clip. Hold on, I'm talking. What you're doing is you're just going. Hey, wait, hold on, Dave, I'm talking. Chill.
That's a great question.
Right,
that's a great question.
Yeah, I didn't hear his question because he was over talking me because I was saying something, and you guys have self-control issues. What we at 122? Okay, so you have said specifically that at 700 meters, with the naked eye, I would not be able to see an American carrier go over the curve of the Earth. Can you please back that up mathematically?
No, I can't. Right this second.
Right, so therefore, you calling me a liar because you've made a guess makes you a fucking asshole. Right? Don't call me a liar if you can't back it up.
So, Craig, if you went up to 1,000 meters, would you be able to see it again?
Yeah, you would. Yeah, as you raise an altitude, you'd be able to see it again. Absolutely, yeah.
And they called you an asshole because you couldn't prove his story.
No, I called you an asshole because you called me a liar without any backing for it.
But you're asking for something impossible, math on your story?
You're saying it's impossible, but you need to provide the math to prove that it's impossible.
Everything's math with you, bro. Reality doesn't work on math.
Show me the math of this,
math absolutely describes reality 100%.
Describes it. It's not reality.
It describes reality. So therefore, you would be able to provide the maths to back up your claim that I would not be able to see it. You've just said a thing, and you called me a liar because I said I did that, and you called me a liar because you said it wouldn't be possible. Therefore, I want you to back up your claim that I am a liar and would not be able to see it. I want you to call me a liar. I want you to back up your claim. I want you to back up your claim that I would not be able to see it, and I'm a liar.
Right now, I can't.
I think he's not saying. I think.
Well, therefore, you're an asshole.
You saw it that way.
Clip it.
Don't worry. I'll be making many clips of this. I'll be showing how dishonest you guys are as flat earthers.
Yeah.
All you've done so far is go, nuh-uh, that doesn't make sense, nuh-uh, you're a liar.
Oh, that's Professor Dave. You want to bring up Professor Dave? Do that all you want. Bash your own fucking partner.
Professor Dave doesn't say nuh-uh, he explains.
In fact, he does. You want me to clip that? I can clip that. I have clipped
that. I actually wrote Professor Dave's script for him for the debate against Earth, just so you know.
I believe it.
So, Craig, back to my original question. If you had rose in elevation to 1,000 meters with that helicopter, would you have been able to see the boat again?
Seriously, you guys really do have issues converting short-term to long-term memory because I specifically answered that question already.
Could you? Is it a yes or a no?
Well, I specifically answered it already. Do you not remember?
No, I didn't ever hear it. You guys were talking over each other.
Oh, but no one else was talking when I said it, and I just directly answered your question. Dave. I am really concerned at this point that you're having issues with your memory. I would advise seeing a GP But yes,
Okay,
if you rose from 700 meters to 1,000 meters, you would then be able to see it again. Yes.
Okay, right. Okay, so you brought your physical horizon that you thought you saw the boat go over back into view. It's now gone to a further distance.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what happens on a ball when you go higher above it.
That
matches the predictions of the of what's happening. 100%, yes.
Okay, all right. So then we can agree that if you rose up to say 1,500 meters, now the boat is going to be in the foreground with the horizon beyond it.
Yep, exactly as the globe predicts.
So
yeah.
Where's this curve start at?
The curve's there all the time, Dave. You're just seeing more of it because you got higher.
Not.
It's always
Can I
there,
show
buddy.
a short video? Can I show a short video real quick?
No, Dave. I'm done with your videos. They're boring and they don't actually show anything.
You guys have a battle coming up next week, Dave. You've been great. Let's let you get off of here.
Man.
I appreciate you very much, man, and you explain things very well. So thank you for adding in your.
No, he didn't. He failed to explain anything. In fact, I think his dad might be Darth Vader because all he did was choke.
Oh my God! You're that desperate, Craig.
That was a good one,
man, bro.
And of course, he only can go with the space insults.
I can't wait for Tuesday. This is going to be good.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is it you I'm debating Tuesday? Fuck's sake.
You're agreeing with me, bro.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was you. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have fun there.
Oh, you will. Trust me.
Yeah.
All right, Dave. Good seeing you, buddy. Thanks for joining us. All right, you guys. Let's wrap this up a little bit.
Did you like that? Hey, my Darth Vader diss. That was pretty good.
That was good. Matt, you got anything else you want to add before we start wrapping this up? Before we do wrap this up, I just want to say thank you to the chat. You guys have been great. I see you guys arguing in the chat. I see you, telling your truths and talking to each other. So keep it good. Keep it high vibes. Don't be too mean to each other. So we just trying to get to the truth together. In my opinion, I hope everybody can come together at some point. Greg's not my enemy. We're just trying to find out the truth.
Truth is Earth's a globe, man.
What you got, Matt?
It's been a good show so far. Yeah, it was very informative.
Somebody's echoing.
And there's like a echo. Can y'all hear that? Okay, I think we're good now. But yeah, it's been a good show. Thanks for giving us the information, Craig, from your perspective.
I never got around to the Earth's rotation one, which was one I like. But yeah, no worries.
Yeah, Craig, I don't know why I'm echoing so bad.
Right, hold on. It might be because my system I'm running for you. I'll just change my mic a sec. Give me 2 secs. It's because I split my audio between you and the stream, and sometimes it gets mixed up. So give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, no problem.
And I will put a different mic on.
Still echoing if you have it.
So audio.
Unplug your earphones and plug it back in. What'd you do? You put on some speaker.
If I just make that my Rode, is that better?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's just because I was splitting your audio to my system as well as yours. So what I've done now is I've just fed my mic directly to you. So you won't be able to hear any audio I play. I'd have to switch it back.
All right.
Yeah, well, for me, this has been a hell of a lot of fun. I mean,
yeah, me too.
I really dig this, dude. What's that?
I love doing this.
Yeah, this is great. And I know you're a pro at this, bro. You're a really intelligent dude, and I give you all the credit in the world, man. I give you mad respect.
Wanted to ask you though. Sorry, I'm obsessed with Antarctica. Where did you go to Antarctica when you went?
McMurdo Station. Just surfaced in the inlet, and then we spent about 9-10 days in McMurdo Station, and then dived again, and then surfaced in South Africa.
That's cool. And I found who the guy that was arrested was. He was a guy from New Zealand. The guy was named Antoy or something, Jeremy Antoy or something, and his crew.
Oh, yeah, no, they weren't arrested for anything to do with Antarctica. He was arrested. Someone on board the ship was arrested because they had like an outstanding warrant in that area. It was nothing to do with going to Antarctica. You can actually look on his Wikipedia page. It's all described there.
Oh, well, this other website says something different.
Yeah, you should go to the actual sources about the guy rather than just a random website. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Wikipedia, but Wikipedia, it tells the whole story of his thing there. And it was some of his crew were arrested for previous
the bones
things.
on Wikipedia is fucking horrible, bro.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Wikipedia's got a lot better, and yeah, anyone can edit it, but the moderation is really fucking
that's
good.
a good question for you, Craig. Where do you vet your sources? How do you vet any of the shit that you talk about? Where do you get...
I will find as many references as possible that talk about the same thing, and where possible, I will test claims myself. If it's not possible for me to do that, I will obviously defer to tests that have already been done and verified through multiple iterations. I don't have just one place I go to get my sources. I will always try and verify from multiple places. I don't like to use mainstream sources. I find Wikipedia good because Wikipedia has external references. So you don't necessarily have to use Wikipedia as a source, but because Wikipedia's moderation has become so damn good, and because it's all based on external references, it's always a good place to find other sources. And trust me, it's become good. They take away some of the stuff. I tried arguing with some of the physics on the movie, fucking Nolan's movie about the black hole. I disagreed with some of the writings that they put in the Wikipedia page about it and was changing it, and managed to get banned because they were like, no, you can't say that. They're so quick on changing shit on Wikipedia. But anyway, that's the answer to the question from multiple sources.
All right, well, let's start wrapping it up here.
Right, let me see if I've got any questions for you on my side.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
I mean, I'm not going to get into a much long discussion, but
no, they're kind of mainly just insulting you, really.
Of course, you guys got some.
I'm the shit. Hate is gonna hate, baby. You should fucking about trying to be like me, boy. Too bad, bitches.
I really don't think I see any questions for you. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for the super chats and the new members. Another 31 members in this stream. That takes me above 2,000. Thank you very much.
Another 31 dumbies.
Wow.
You know that Durf is actually a member of my channel.
I'm sure he is. He watches all your moves, huh?
Well, he's quite often in my chat, and 3 separate times he's been gifted membership. So, yeah, Dave Weiss is a member of my channel. So, thank you, Dave.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So thanks for shouting him out. He's been a sponsor of THC show in the past. Go to flatearthdave.com if you want to check out Dave Weiss, one of the top flat earthers out there.
I did 8 hours of streams going over Dave's presentation that he always gives and pointing out how many lies are included in there.
Good for you. This is not the place to bash Mr. David, okay?
Well, it's always the place to bash a liar.
No, it's not. He's a good friend of mine, and I won't let you do it.
Why would you be friends with a liar? I don't understand.
It's same as you, I guess.
Well, I don't know any liars that I'm friends with.
Okay,
personally.
you and Toon don't hang out.
Whole community
Toon's
of
not a liar. Toon verifies his shit,
Yeah. No, seriously, this has been a good show, Craig. You can take off whenever you want. I'm just gonna give away a shirt and say my sponsors and stuff, or you can stick around.
I want a shirt.
What's that?
I want a shirt.
You want one of my shirts? I'll send you one of my shirts.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I also need a new bong, so send me one of those. Yeah, I was
going
to
to
show you
Cobra
my
bong, dude.
I never got a chance to show you this earlier, but this is my bong. But
that's
this
better
is
than that.
Obviously one that I don't use because it's more of a decorative piece. Fucking how badass is that, right?
That is badass. Some tribal.
That's pretty dope.
Hand carved shit. You don't get a lot of that these days.
All right. But now I've actually got to use this stupid little plastic thing because I just smashed my Cobra bong.
Live with the choices you make, Globehead.
Well, thank you very much, guys. Remember, it's very important. Stupidity is not a right, okay? Fight the flat earth.
Willful ignorance.
The dumb. It burns. Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but it could be no, but no, no, that's not how that works. No. Earth's a globe, guys. And that Dave that came on, that's the dude I'm debating on Tuesday on Jeranisms. Apparently, I didn't realise that. But yeah. Oh, wow. If that's what he's going to talk about, then that should be fun. Rubik's, I mean, it's fine. You know, the paraphernalia is not illegal. That's for sure. I think you've definitely got my address, right? The Ivory says, haha, you have to debate Caleb's dad on Tuesday. Oh, guys, that was a fucking awesome stream. I had great fun. Yeah, so tomorrow, let's say at 10 p.m., I'm going to do a Mind Shock Monday stream, which I will do every Monday from now on, all right? Every single Monday, I'm going to pick one of the videos and go over them, okay? Because, oh my God, Mind Shock's fucking stupid! Tuesday, debating on Jeranisms against that Dave you just saw. And then Thursday, I am on Modern Day Debate, debating against Pitt Cullen, Nathan Erickson. So that's going to be fun. Now, again, I want to say thank you guys for your support. I've had a hard time recently, mentally and physically. In fact, to be completely honest with you, I had a complete mental health break, right? And shut down. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't stream. I couldn't work. I couldn't focus. You know, I'm dealing with the pain as best as I can, but it's become too much. It really, really, really has become too much, and I haven't been able to do anything. Even think about preparing debates and stuff, and everything has been hard. I'm randomly crying for no reason. I'm not sleeping. I'm snapping at my wife and my kids when I really shouldn't be, and then I cry about feeling bad about that. You know, my mental health has been in the absolute fucking pits because of the chronic pain that I'm in. Now knowing that I need surgery on my right leg is really screwing my mind. I have an actual legit fear of hospitals, which it means that the mere thought of going in for surgery, which means that I go under, terrifies the fuck out of me. And that's not helping. And then, you know, my arms being as sore as they are. But the physio and the doctors have said to me that I really, really, really shouldn't give up the gym, you know, because that is actually good for me. I just need to not go so hard that I fuck my leg and my arms in the process. But one of the you know, this isn't all about woe is me. The reason I'm saying this is because over the past week and a half that I've been off and dealing with myself, I've had constant messages of support and love from you guys, and that means more than you could ever know. You know, the financial support is amazing always, and you know, frankly, I become a little bit worried when I don't do streams and I don't make any money because this is what I do, you know, to support my family. And you know, obviously I'm gonna stress out and stuff when I'm not working, because it's, you know, it's not like I get sick pay or anything. If I don't work, I don't make money. It's as simple as that. And then to come back and get the support from you guys that I do is amazing, and makes me feel so much better. So thank you for the love and support. And you know, I'm not better. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not, all right, by any stretch of the imagination. My mental health is bad right now. My pain is bad right now, and I'm not doing well. Right? I'm not going to just lie and be like, oh, everything's fine. It's not. I'm struggling more than I have done in recent memory. But I love each and every one of you, and thank you so much for the support. It means the world. Okay. Mandevil, I'm sorry. I don't want to make you cry. I'm gonna fucking cry at this point. But thank you for the support and the love. All right, I'm gonna read super chats. Wow, so many super chats. Like, let's go. Don't cry. I'm not crying. You're crying. Daylight saving times for me, I think, is in 2 weeks. The clocks go forward. So, oh shit, I missed fallacies, did I? Oh god. Right, excuse me. OG Yeti, $5. Just start making a point and they'll be back fast to interrupt you. I read that one. Marcus Win, $4.99. How come they can't pull the sun back into view after it's set? Magic, right? TBL Astra, $5. Watching the debate with my mum on the living room TV. Can you say hi to her, Craig? Hi, TBL's mum. How you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you for watching. Money in the Works, member for 42 months, says the only people that have proof are distillers, mathematicians and proofreaders, editors. Everyone else has evidence to support a hypothesis. Yeah, but Flerfs are never going to get that, are they? Yeah, Joseph Burke, I'm not crying. Something in my eye. You're crying, shut up. Stephen Jarvis, £2. They chose fishing instead of education. They chose chewing the fucking crayons instead of using them the right way. Yeah, Ernest Patriot says constant pain truly produces issues that are very hard to handle. Pain changes thought process and temperament. You become a different person, yeah. And sometimes I genuinely don't like the person that it makes me. And that's, I think, one of the hardest things, to be honest. God, this is turning into a bit of a therapy session. You guys should charge me. I'd sit on a fucking couch for you. MB, £5. NASA hush money. Thank you very much. It's probing time. Says security also asking, have you stopped taking any particular antidepressant recently? I found myself randomly getting emotional when I stopped taking one, mostly because they kill emotions. The only thing that I take is venlafaxine, which is the amount that I'm taking it. It's more about dealing with nerve pain than dealing with depression. I'm not on any antidepressants or anything. Guys, thank you. I don't want to cry. If I read the chat, I'm going to fucking cry. Monochromatic light source for £5. If the flatties keep shutting you down, they won't have a stream for their 25 viewers, but there's 500 plus on your stream. Losers. Yeah, come on, guys. I said 350 likes and I get naked. All right? We're at 285. Let's see if we can get 380. 350. I'll take my top off, all right? How'd you like that? Woohoo! Wait, that's my OnlyFans. I should do it on there. Greg Ware for $2 Australian. My Vegemite on toast is flat, so the earth is flat. What the you eat Vegemite? Monochromatic light source for £2 is just one video, but it's not a black swan. I know, right? 291. Right, we still need another 39 likes. Otto gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much, my friend. I really appreciate it. Monkey in the Works become upgraded his member to ultimate form. Monkey, thank you very much. It means the world. PhD Tony for $10 Australian. Are these guys sponsored by the people who invented the mute button? Cheers, PhD Tony. Vic from Canada, $6.99 says, oh, I wasn't talking about that kind of sauce, you gutter-minded gutter mind. Just good shit. Oh, of course you weren't. William Foley, member for 36 months, says, these guys are back of the classroom paste eaters. Oh, God. 301. 29 left. You want to see me I'll take my top off so you can laugh at me. Olek for 25 PlayStation Network dollars. Flat Earthers with their IQ. It's a miracle they can use a computer. I know, right? Deny science, then this. Stephen Jarvis for £2. With only 25 in their chat, they are not grifters. They're just not very good. Jorg Kruger for €2. How many crayons did these two eat? Hashtag facepalm. All of them, especially the purple. Janos Takos for 1,024 huffs. Thank you. Don't ruin your body with exercise. Ruin it with sugar like I do. Now, I've switched from ruining it with sugar to ruining it with exercise instead. January the 1st, 2023. I quit drinking fizzy drinks, and it changed my life. Monochromatic light source, £5. Oh, I get it now. It's not Flerfspective. It's RDD causing the boat to not go over the horizon or something. Yeah, it's magic, basically. George Kruger, €5. I can see the bottom of my wife and boys it around. Say hi to your wife for me, George. Monochromatic light source for £5 says, Flerf anthem. I can eat a crayon, eat a crayon. Blue ones, red ones, yellow ones too. They taste lovely, just like poo. Poo! Stephen Jarvis, £2. Whoa, the Three Stooges are here. Triple derp. Dave George for £5. Flat Earth is a lie, and you have to lie to Flat Earth. Why do they lie so much? We know the Earth is a globe. Yeah, because, and let's be clear, Flat Earthers are all fucking idiots. Vic from Canada, $6.99 says, Americans trying to say Craig is like Chris Farley and David Spade trying to say the word road when they're not high on NOS in the movie Black Sheep. George Kruger, €5. Americans trying to say Craig is like Craig saying my name. George Kruger, is that right? Yeah, probably not right, is it, George? Thank you. Sorry, George. Luke Firewalker, €5. Ah, the classic flat Earth argument: level equals flat. Never gets old. That was sarcasm. We know. Thank you, Luke. Demoser, $4.99. Cheers, my buddy. The amount of weed that will be consumed this stream will rival Snoop Dogg's morning usage. This was kind of half full when I started this stream. And there's fuck all left. Steve6464, who's been a member for 8 months, says no gloves, just straps on your elbows, looking good. Yeah, my wrists aren't hurting as much. I've been doing a lot of exercises and stuff, but these are fucking essential right now. You do not know how much these take away the pain in your elbows from fucking tendonitis. Oh, I'm gonna break my headset if I keep doing that. Monochromatic light source for £5 says, Flatties, if you haven't done an experiment, why are you commenting? Where do you get your poison? Incredulity? Nuh-uh. You fail. Absolutely. Have you looked at my Miso for Dad? Have you looked into spinal cord stimulator? It was the answer to all my leg pain and really changed my life. If there was a magic button, mate, I'd fucking love it, honestly. Try dabbing concentrates, FTFE. If I can get hold of them, I always like to, but they're not really easy to get around here. Dave McKeegan for £5 says, not science, air must be fake because we always ignored air resistance in high school physics. Yeah, they don't understand that modelling assumptions mean making things simpler. Janet144 Foul for $2.99 Australian dollars says, tell him Timmy Bob is here and I debunked them both. Thank you, Janet, and that's your first super chat. I'm sorry I missed that when they were here. Art M for €10 says, Craig, I like your live stream so much that I always press the like button twice. No, don't do that, Art, and thank you for your first super chat as well, my friend. That, guys, we're at 309. We still need 21 likes if you want to see me naked. Bill Tetley, £5. Those whiny echo chamber babies just timed me out. Tell them to grow up and get a pair. Fucking losers. Flat Earthers don't like being challenged. Vic from Canada, $13.99. Thank you. I went deep sea fishing in the Cayman Islands in a place called 12 Mile Bay, located 12 miles off the coast. A 400 trip out there, and we could watch the entire island disappear behind the curve. Yeah, because Earth's a globe. Vic from Canada, $2.79 in like 1 hour. The curve is real. Yeah, I mean, facts, Vic. We can't do that. That's just not right, is it? Dave McKeegan, £5. Thank you, Dave. I'm not saying that was painful to watch, but I think castrating myself with a brick would have been less painful. Ow! Orif Torish for 30. I don't know what currency that is, but thank you very much. Just says thank you. No, thank you, because that was your first super chat, and I really, really appreciate it. Richard Vine for £5. Craig, do the Flerfs enjoy being idiots? They must be, because they do it a lot. PhD Tony, the only real man in the room, says, for $5 Australian, these guys rake in sponsorship deals once stupidity is an Olympic event. If you don't want someone like this bearing your family name, buy Trojan. Tony, I fucking love you, dude. Bacon Head Eating for Fun, gifted 5 memberships. My dude, we're at 46 new members in this stream. Stringer News 1, 48 months, has been a member. Says, I must say I'm disappointed. I really thought this was the day I'd see indisputable evidence for a flat earth, but nothing. Again, nothing. It's like no such evidence exists. I know. Crazy, right? I get excited every time. Oh, we need 23 for me to take my top off. Mannerheim for £5. Good Lord, I can't believe entertainment like this is free. Dumb and Dumber give neutron stars a run for their money in sheer density. Great show, lad. Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate that. And yeah, it is free. You know, I'm never gonna put my stuff behind a proper paywall, right? If I'm on like a pay-per-view event, I will always get it to you for free afterwards and stuff like that. You know, my stuff's free for you guys. But the fact that you do support me financially, I love you guys. Not you, Gary. Jorg Kruger, €10. Craig, I think you're a fucking legend. You're an inspiration for many people, and you're doing everything you can to fight the flat earth. You're my personal Green Lantern. This is for you, Jorg. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. That those who worship evil's might beware my power. Fight the flat earth might. Yes, I'm a nerd. Shut up. Lovebot, $4.99. Like I said, you don't have a thing to worry about from us. We're here for you 100% and support you all the way. I know. And it makes me feel loved. And I give you love back. Thank you. Rachbot, $2 Australian. Always here for you, Craig. I know you are, and it means the world. Stealth Gun 5 gifted another 10 memberships. That is absolutely incredible. I really appreciate it. The Rocket Couch, $2 Canadian. Please keep your body within OSHA limits at the gym. And that was his first super chat on the channel. Thank you very much. Yeah. Frankly, I went a bit too hard at the gym. Maybe even did a bit of ego lifting, right? But I think that's maturing at the gym, right? I've like reduced the weights I'm doing by half and just focusing on time under tension and form. And I think that's going to be much better for me in the long run. And, you know, I think a lot of it was, oh, I need to get to the gym and lift heavy weights. Oh, big, strong man. And I didn't need to go as hard as I went, you know? Demoser gave 1999 super chat and says, I vote starting a virtual group hug around FTFE. Come on. Bring it in. All of you. And you. BV. Thor. Sharkery. No one you know. Get in. Hugs. There we go. Oh, thank you. RM for €10 says, take care of your physical and mental health, man. You deserve all the love. I appreciate it. Beyond words, I really appreciate it. Danny Turner for £2 says, my awful KDM COD will cheer you up, you legend. Yeah, I like playing COD with you, Danny. I just also enjoy winning games. MB says for £2, sending group hug from South Wales. Tidy. Stanley Tools for £10. Here you go. Well, thank you, Stanley. Means the world, mate. It's a Rubik's for £2. $2 says glass coming your way within 3. Oh, you didn't need to do that. Okay, I'm excited now. Thank you. Glober Mum, my favourite mum, apart from my mum. And happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there in the UK. Glober Mum says, the fact that these flat earthers had SUM, a conspiracy nutter, in their stream shows they're desperate for views and or he needs an audience. Well, yeah, I'm debating him again on Tuesday, so I'm scared. Not really. I mean, scared for my mental health, I guess. Mark Grodwin, $5 Canadian. Craig, I imagine I said it correctly. Always love your content. Thanks for everything. Thank you for your 3rd super chat on this channel. I honestly can never thank you enough. And Platonic Cuddler for $2. Bring back platonic cuddling. Cuddles are great. Cuddles are like just endorphin creators, you know? They're just the best. I love them. And I love all of you. Every single one of you. Not you, Gary. Well, there we go, guys. We're 5 likes away from me taking my top off, which is scary. Shit. Please start unliking this stream. 4. Crap. I love all of you, and because I love you so much, I'm going to play you a song where I rapped. I mean, maybe that means I don't love you, I'm not sure. And only 3 away from me taking my top off.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? Should be wishing for a brain right now, brain right now, brain right now.
Good morning. These words come with a storm warning. Better batten down the hatches, grab some matches and brace yourself for a long day of misery. YouTube has given me the power to reach up into the sky and show you all that we live on the ball. I bring you science that's comprehensible. Your view is indefensible. You're reprehensible.
No, I'm Mr. Sensible.
When I was young, I never thought I would be here to see this. A pile of random nonsense dressed up as bullshit. Your ignorance will be the death of us all, like running head first full speed into a wall. You could always read a book, buy a telescope, set it up and take a photo of the moon, or just be a buffoon. I send you in a balloon onto the stratosphere on page 3.
You're a few fries short of a happy meal. You're dumber than a box of hair. The wheel's spinning but the hamster's dead, and you're as smart as bait. You forgot to pay your brain bill. You're missing a few buttons on the remote control. 24 cents short of a quarter. You're surfing in Nebraska. You're as bright as Alaska in December, and you fell out of your family tree. You don't have all the cornflakes in one box. You got an IQ of 2 and it takes 3 to grunt. The elevator doesn't go all the way up, and there's a vacancy on the top floor. Your antenna doesn't pick up all the channels. You're several nuts short of a
You're Mr.
fruitcake.
Sensible, calm down, don't go too hard. You don't need the hard slap burying Flerfs in your backyard. You're a man of science, poise and grace. Mage 2 did everything to wipe the grins off the face. So Nathan, get away from those kids. The world is not flat and it doesn't have a lid. Recognize the differences between the textbook and the Bible and control yourself. Lay off your slander and your lies. You're a bunch of knobs poisoning the world of the youth, spreading lies that you like to claim as knowledge and truth. Stop spreading fresh bullshit like the butter on your bread. Maybe a musical assault knock some sense into your head. I hope one day you'll hear these lyrics and smile, and you realize you used to be a 40-year-old child. Now it's time to wake up, open your eyes and see, and acknowledge the existence of.
You're a few clowns short of a circus. Your phone is off the hook. Your sewing machine is out of thread. You're all foam and no beer. You don't have all your dogs on one leash. An intellect rivaled only by garden tools. There's no grain in your silo, and your skylight leaks a little. Your belt doesn't go through all the loops. You couldn't pour water out of a boot without instructions on the heel. Your slinky's kinked, and you're proof that evolution can work in reverse. A few feathers short of a whole duck, one fruit loop short of a full bowl.
Airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. Should be wishing for a brain right now, brain right now, brain right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? Should be wishing for a brain right now, brain right now, brain right now.
You thought it was over? Well, I'm still standing while you're swinging, flinging feces, talking shit just like the human centipede. You got the mind of a chimp, and I'm here to expedite your shore leave. Cause I'm a seaman, but not the kind I writ up on your mum's gums. I'm the kind that sailed submarines and fired guns. I could float a boat across the ocean with my eyes closed, circumnavigate the globe with a compass and a bag of sausage rolls. Well, all you can do is nibble on your toes. I'll smack you with the hose that you call a water level, sit and swivel. You nasal gazing muppet, you can stuff it harder than the wallet stuffed by Warren Buffett. And I don't care about your sauces unless you're serving them. And I don't care about your lines unless you're curving them. Now step away from me, you're sucking up my oxygen with the vacuum where your brain should be, you dumb fuck. Thank you guys for watching. It's been incredible. And no, you didn't see me take my top off. You're just imagining it was some kind of fever dream. Gary Brown, 199, first super chat with no message. Thank you very much, my friend. You know I really appreciate it. Monkey in the works. One more before you go. £10. Dude, you the bomb. And Slivery has been a member for 10 months, nearly once around the sun. 99 B's and G's. Thank you very much. You guys make my life better. Like, unironically, you guys make my life better. I've had so much fun doing this over the past 5 years, and you know, I've got a 10-year plan to be on YouTube. In 10 years' time, I will retire from YouTube, and over these next 10 years, I'm going to take you all on some crazy fucking journey. Believe me. Thank you for watching. It means the world to me. You are the best audience ever. I love every single one of you. Not you, Gary. Let me find my outro. Where is my outro? Why has it disappeared? There it is. Yeah. Platonic Cuddler, Tau Software, Glober Mum, Bronze, Jaybird Max, Stanley Tools, Probing Time, Flerf Herder, It's a Rubik's, MB Monkey in the Works, BB, Sarah, Glober Mum, Stringer News, Tanza, all of you amazing people in the chat. We peaked at well over 800 today. So that's incredible. Lovebot 199, take it off again. I just paid you for your services. Remember, stupidity is not a right. Fight the flag. 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 Fight the flag.
Hey guys, you want to hear a funny story while we're all chatting, dude? I'm dating a first grader.
I'm not prepared for that. When I was a young boy, I grew up on the farm. I'm a country boy, and I used to fuck the cows and the pigs. I used to fuck the pigs, and the cows would come, and I would pat them and look into their eyes. Pigs look gorgeous, and cows are beautiful. I love the look of cows. This morning, I went to the toilet.
Level